Dodge Roundtable.
There it is.
What's up?
What's going on?
Mike Story in the house. We're going to go 4 straight here. 4 straight episodes. Talking fantasy football 2025. My dude.
I hope you guys aren't expecting movie pods for a while because we are in deep
we're in
fantasy
football. Finally, a little late start.
You know the Hall of Fame game is in 9 days?
That's wild.
9 days.
So, first one, ambiguous backfields, muddy backfields, and wide receiver corpse. Corpse? Corpse?
Core.
Yeah,
But
corpse, whatever.
Corpses.
And maybe some handcuffs. So, I have a stat of the day for you. Since Lamar Jackson took over in 2019, his best wide receiver finish that he's had on his team is wide receiver 23.
Interesting.
In 2001. Flowers 31 and 32 the last 2 seasons. What do you take from that?
They really like the tight end there, and Lamar runs a lot, I would guess. Because those when they get around the end zone, he's looking for Mark Andrews. That's his guy.
And that includes
that means
multiple 41 touchdown pass season and what, 37?
Yeah, so that means if Flowers and Bateman and this year Hopkins aren't scoring from 20 out, the chances aren't good. They're going to get something in the red zone. These guys are smaller-ish, kind of,
It's just a wild stat because I love Zay Flowers. He's going like wide receiver 26.
Mm-hmm.
But the best finish ever is 23 from a receiver.
And who was that again?
Hollywood Brown.
Oh,
But he's had 2 insane passing years of tops in the league in touchdown passes.
When he threw for 41 touchdowns or whatever, that was a 10% touchdown rate or something.
Last year was 41. I think the year before was
Okay.
37. The year before was 2019.
What's the one he had, 48, 46, 48?
It wasn't that much. It was 2021.
Okay. That's when he had a 10% touchdown rate, and that's just wild.
Yeah.
But he's always what's interesting is Lamar is league average is what, 6% or so. Lamar averages 7 to 8.
He has high, he doesn't throw a lot. He has a lot of touchdowns.
Right, but he also he runs more than any of the quarterbacks.
The yards aren't there.
Yeah,
and completions, right?
What do you have, 970 yards last year or something?
Rushing?
Yeah,
700.
Okay,
but he had 41 touchdowns. This is ambiguous backfields, but I have one thing for you per usual. I finally watched The Godfather for the first time. I had not watched it.
And?
Bad.
Overrated.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bad. Bad.
It's not bad.
It's not good.
It's fine. It's overrated. It's based on a book.
I'll tell you this. It's got a lot of Beatles to me. I don't like the Beatles that much.
I don't either. People are like, you don't like the Beatles?
Right. The Beatles is Scarface. Sorry, not Scarface. I was going to bring up Scarface. The Beatles is The Godfather.
Okay.
Right? Just influential.
Yes, it's certainly influential. It's one of the. it's probably in the historical record of one of the most influential films of all time.
But the first 26 minutes is a wedding scene.
Yeah.
It's nothing happens. And I bring up Scarface because I think Scarface is a better film.
You do?
I literally do. 26 minutes in, you already have the whole...
I mean, personally, I think it's a better film, and I like it a lot better. You
already have the whole refugee camp.
You
also have the whole... there's the scene with the chainsaw. That's 26 minutes in.
If Scarface is on, I'll leave it on. If Goodfellas is on, I'll leave it on. If Casinos is on, I'll leave it on. If The Godfather is on, I don't think I've ever turned on The Godfather just casually flipping through channels.
I'm glad we agree,
yeah.
And we're going to do a lot of this.
Might be the last time.
This is the Wand of Trust.
That is a personal massager?
Yeah, so I'll turn it on for this. The Wand of Trust. You want to touch it?
Yeah.
It's never been used. I won it in a dirty bingo night. Anyways, for our fantasy agreements, for this agreement, I didn't think anyone agrees because everyone says it's the best movie ever. Fuck that, man. Not good. And that's why I didn't watch it, because I knew I was saving it like a rainy day fund, because everyone says how good it is. It was okay.
Now, Godfather 2 is actually pretty good. That's a good movie.
That's okay.
That one,
Godfather is the Jeff George of movies.
Don't even bother with Godfather 3.
Would you agree? Jeff George of movies?
Jeff George?
The quarterback.
Yeah.
He was okay. But bust for where he was drafted.
Okay.
Decent numbers. He played forever.
Did he? Wow.
Yeah, he played 18 years or 16 years or some shit.
Everything before 2015 is a distant memory to me.
Yeah, he partied hard. All right, a couple news and notes here before we get into the ambiguous backfields. Quinton Judkins. I say Judkins. Well, it doesn't matter his name now. He got arrested. He beat a girl.
This is
bad look. He looks like a kind of a clown. And I guess all the reports were coming out he was not a character issue guy.
He wasn't. He was totally fine.
He looks like a character issue guy.
At Mizzou and at Ohio State. He was an upstanding citizen.
He has not signed his contract. They're not. Why would they sign? The Browns have a bad history with Deshaun Watson and everything else.
This is such a Browns thing. Like,
Is
there something in the water there where you go there and you become an absolute...
How many how many games does he play this year?
He'll play 10. 11. He'll play 11. He'll probably
get
get
6
6
games.
games.
In camp. Like,
No.
it's a nothing, right?
I'm thinking 6 games is what he'll get on the Commissioners.
Where are you comfortable drafting him now?
I don't think I am.
In redraft, like last round?
It stinks. I was all aboard the Junkins draft.
I was not. I have no shares in best ball at 200.
It has been derailed.
Super happy. Okay, Rashee Rice arrested.
Well, no.
His charged with nothing,
his legal proceedings have come to a conclusion in that it looks like he has reached a settlement with the prosecution. He's going to get a 5-year probation period and then 30 days jail time that can be served anytime during that 5 years.
Yeah.
So he's, for all intents and purposes, not going to be serving any jail time during the season.
But the suspension's looming.
It will come, and I would guess it would come next week.
Okay.
They're going to make an announcement.
4 to 6 games, right?
Yeah, I think 3.
Because the Chiefs?
I think 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm bracing for 4.
Okay.
And it's upwards of 6, though. No more than 6.
I think this is going to come down at 4 and be appealed down to 3. That's where I see it.
All right, Najee Harris is the last one. Firework accident. I never light off fireworks when I go to family events. They all love them. I don't.
It's the stupidest thing. Fireworks are so stupid.
Najee already had awful vision. Now he has one eye.
Well, so
is that going to help him?
It's a superficial wound. It didn't actually affect...
That's what his agent says. But, like, I don't know,
what
man.
difference does it make? It's not like he could hit a hole to save his life anyway.
Maybe it'll help him.
Maybe.
Right?
Unlikely.
He's just going to do what is planned instead of dancing.
He won't miss any time. I mean,
he's not a tiny dancer. He's a big dancer.
He's a big boy.
Pull up the string.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big boy. So, yeah, Najee, is that bump up Marion Hampton to you? Because it has been. And
it does only...
Missing camp gives him more reps in camp as a rookie. We already know he's a better player, right? Like, that's good, right?
Well, I'm sorry.
It's good. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing for Hampton, kind of, but I don't think it changes much for the long-term outlook. For Hampton was very, very positive anyway. And Najee...
So you were already in?
Yeah, I'm already in on Hampton. I hate to be in on a Chargers running back, but it's just too good of an environment. And Najee doesn't... He doesn't have upside.
No, he's a steady Eddie RB3. Like I don't draft guys like
you
that.
You think he's gonna be at camp with a patch, like an eye patch?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
like
that's
a pirate
awesome.
patch?
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't want to be a pirate. I'm
I'm
a pirate. Look at this.
I don't want to be a
Fantasy
pirate.
pirate, bro. I'm Najee Harris with this shirt.
Oh yeah, it's a cool
I kind of
shirt.
like it. Thank you. Most
That
people
Elsie
like
Country
it.
Club?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, discount rack.
Nice.
For a reason.
Nice.
All right, ambiguous backfields
Here we
here. We're gonna go through first team, the Chiefs.
So we gotta say hi to the chat. Hi, chat.
What's up, everyone? We're gonna answer everyone's questions at the end of the episode. And we're doing 4 episodes, so after 30 minutes, whatever, if you have any questions or anything to bring up to us, we'll answer them.
You are best.
First team, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco going RB28. Kareem Hunt's RB59. Rashard Smith RB81.
You forgot Elijah Mitchell's there too. RB74.
Well, until he's hurt.
Yes, but he is there now.
Okay. He's going after RB81. I
Right.
add him in there. Okay,
So
what do you like?
I would like to avoid this backfield altogether.
Really?
Yes, because Kareem Hunt is the definition of just a guy at this point in his career. He had some moments earlier, but we saw that he has no explosiveness left. The problem is Pacheco didn't come back to be the same kind of player he was before the injury.
Last year
Last year when he came back for the playoffs. So the problem now becomes, if Pacheco's not the same guy, does Andy Reid, do the Chiefs lean on Kareem Hunt to be their kind of grinder back, and Pacheco is relegated to a change?
So you don't like Pacheco at 28?
No.
Really?
No, I don't.
Last year, you realize he came back way earlier. He was not supposed to come back.
Yeah.
He's a team guy. Isaiah Pacheco is a psycho.
I'm worried about this.
I like the psycho
I'm worried
aspect.
about this team in general and their ability to score points.
I love Isaiah Pacheco at 28. I feel like he has... Do you think it could be a James Cook type situation from last year with the Bills?
Was this the number of touchdowns that he scores?
Yes.
No.
Why?
I don't know. Well, Kareem Hunt is still there. Elijah Mitchell's still there. Andy Reid is not exactly the pinnacle, since Jamal Charles, not exactly the pinnacle of a...
Do you remember the 23 playoffs where Pacheco got 25 touches a game when they won the Super Bowl?
No.
Well, he did.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, but...
So, do you think...
They
How much
also
better
drafted-
of a player is James Cook than Isaiah Pacheco?
They also drafted Rashard Smith from SMU.
He is a Jarek McKinnon type at best. And a rookie. Answer the question.
What was your question?
How much better is James Cook than Isaiah Pacheco?
20% better?
Okay.
Yeah.
And James Cook had 20 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, but that's an outlier.
But you don't think Isaiah Pacheco could score 15 touchdowns this year? No chance.
No chance.
Why?
They're going to rotate the backfield. They throw the ball.
They rotated the backfield in Buffalo last year. You're talking about RB 28, right?
First of all, Ray Davis should have gotten more touches last year. But that's neither here nor there. No, I don't think it's possible. I just don't see it. I don't see.
So where should he be? RB 35?
35 sounds good. 33, 35, yeah.
See, I love Pacheco this year as an upside swing.
If he drops,
he's RB3, dude.
He's RB3. Here's the problem. The problem also is he's going to show out. He's going to start doing well in camp. They're going to have the media hype. He's going to make a normal everyday cut, and then he's going to go from 28 to 26, 24.
Preseason. There's going to be no news.
It's all about camp. It's all about camp. So people are going to.
We disagree. Anti-wand of trust.
People who fell off last year, who stopped paying attention after the fantasy season was over, didn't see what Pacheco did. Now he's back on their radar.
All right,
he's gonna. Yeah. Okay.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Cowboys. Javonte Williams, RB35. Jaden Blue, RB51. Miles Sanders, RB64.
So you might want to check that Jaden Blue.
Backfield.
Yeah, it's bad. You might want to check that Jaden Blue. Looks like he rose a few spots. I saw him at.
Did you see the report of him being lazy? I know it's just a report, but he's also a rookie. And
I don't know where that came from. At Texas, he was like a consummate.
Where do you have? You're looking at ADP. I'm looking at
ADP.
45?
These are half PPR, RB 42.
Okay.
That was tonight. That was just
a grosser, dude.
Yeah.
Javonte 35.
I'm going blue. I'm going blue on this. I'm going to take the chance. We know what Javonte is at this point, which is a nobody. He couldn't separate himself.
I'm going to get my hat. Keep on talking.
Okay. He couldn't separate himself in a Denver backfield last year, in a just gross Denver backfield. Miles Sanders has just way past. Oh, that okay. I didn't know if you had a Cowboys hat or something.
No, I do have a hat.
So I'm gonna take the chance on the upside of the rookie. We'll see what happens. I think I have real concerns about this team as well. Dallas being able to score points.
So Javonte Williams at 35, you're off.
I'm off. Yeah.
Really? You don't see the upside?
I don't
of him
see
being
the upside.
Best pass blocker of the group.
They're
not going to run the ball much anyway.
Blue is an amazing pass catcher out of the backfield.
Pass catcher.
Yes.
I'm a pass blocker. They're not going to run the ball much.
Yeah. Here's another problem. Their offensive line is very, very, very bad this year.
Dude, we're not talking about RB15. We're talking about RB35, the leader of the Cowboys. The ambiguous backfield.
I'm going to take the guy. I'm going to take the guy that's a couple rounds later in Jaden Blue.
You're going to drop after 3 weeks.
If you drop him, you drop him. But there's no way that Javonte is going to be a regular contributor on your fantasy team in a redraft format. Zero chance.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Commanders.
We are not this wand is
I like
massive.
it. I like it. I'm gonna dildo you, man. Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. RB30. Austin Eckler RB45. Chris Rodriguez RB97. We're gonna add Krusky Merritt in there at 101. RB101.
Ja'Cory Krusky Merritt.
What do you think?
I'm going with Brian Robinson.
Well, do you like it? It's not what you're going with. Like,
yeah, I like.
That's cheap.
There's two things to consider here. Robinson is. He's not a complete workhorse, especially because Austin Eckler is there. But at RB31 for a team that is going to be on the higher side of an offensive team, they're going to score a lot of points. I like that. He's your steady Eddie guy, and that gives me the opportunity to draft somebody like Jaden Blue and see what kind of upside you get there. I also kind of like Austin Eckler. Now, I wouldn't take them on the same team.
I do believe that Robinson had the first 6 weeks of the year last year before he got hurt. He was averaging a touchdown a game. And like 18 touches.
Robinson it's not as well known, but he is a bit injury prone, so you can plan on him to miss 2 to 3 games.
I get that.
Yeah.
He also is an underrated pass catcher.
True, but
no, he's not running routes out of the backfield.
Right.
I'm saying if he plays the whole year, I feel like he can have 35 catches.
Well, and what does Washington like to do when they get down to the 5-yard line? Run the ball.
You can't do it.
Run the ball.
You can do it with Rodriguez.
Yeah,
but so I love Brian Robinson.
I
love Brian Robinson this year.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it on the next month of shows. I think if you want to go like hero RB or zero RB, I feel like he is the ultimate, at least early in the year, target to get you through those weeks. And he, RB 30, dude. We're looking at.
So what round is that? Is he being drafted?
7th, 8th round.
Okay. See, that's even better. I thought he might have been. He'll probably slip a little bit too as we get closer to the draft season. Man. Yeah. No, I'm in on Brian Robinson. I like him. I like that team.
He's not a great player. He's a hard worker.
No, but
like the whole getting chopped.
You don't need
came back early.
You don't need home run hitters in every single.
No,
slot.
I just need some touchdowns, right? And like, would it surprise you if he stayed healthy and scored 14 touchdowns this year?
I mean, you're looking at what? He's probably going to have a lot of games where it's 14 for 60 yards and a touchdown.
Right.
You know,
and
that's fine. And probably 2 to 3 targets a game. That's fine. That's your RB2, right? And now, what's our RB1?
Do you think he only has floor, or do you think there's ceiling?
No, I don't see much ceiling.
As in ceiling, I feel like if he hits RB18, that's ceiling.
Well, I think that's a tough ask. I think you're looking at low end.
If he scores 12 touchdowns, it's not a tough ask.
Yeah. But
right?
The Commanders, I almost want to say the Redskins.
Said the Redskins on the spot. All right.
Yeah. Did you hear what the President of the United States said? That he wants to
put it back to the Redskins.
He wants it back to the Redskins, and he won't approve a new stadium deal.
I kind of like. I like the football team.
Okay,
that was a big FU from Dan Schneider.
I think the name Commanders is actually better than the Redskins.
Commanders suck.
Okay,
that's a game.
Moving on. I'm in on Brian Robinson. I agree.
All right, Browns next. This is a little up for debate because the Jutkins news.
This is gross.
I have Jutkins at 29, Ford at 55, Sampson at 60. For this exercise, let's move Jutkins to RB 40 and Ford to 50 and Sampson to 51.
Right. So the legal process for Jutkins will unfold over the next month or so. You can expect a minimum of 6 games.
Who are you targeting? Or are you not targeting it? I wasn't really targeting it anyway.
I'll take if I'm doing a 0 RB or a hero RB build, then I'll throw in some Jerome Ford because he's cheap enough that this is another Brian Robinson-esque guy. The Browns have leaned on Ford in the past. You have to expect that Jutkins is going to miss a fair amount of time from training camp. He's going to miss X many games for the season. At some point, he will go on the commissioner's exempt list. It's just inevitable. So the Browns, as bad as they're going to be, somebody has to get the ball at some point.
Here's how I'll break it down. If I'm in a deep league, I played in a lot of deep leagues. This is how I break down each one of them. If I want a league winner, a guy I'm going to stash because I have 8 bench spots, and the bottom of my bench spot, if hopefully I can use an injury designation if it's possible with Jutkins.
I doubt
he
it.
is the league winner there in terms of like stashing.
Mm-hmm.
Ford 0 RB build early on production. If I need someone, if I went quarterback and tight end early and it's deep and there's 2 running backs and 3 receivers and 2 flexes, Ford can be played the first 6 weeks. Sampson's the wild card.
Sampson,
right?
I've never been really impressed with Tennessee running backs when they come out.
I know that, but his film is.
It's all about.
I think
volume.
Sampson's film is just as good as Jutkins.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad idea to throw some Dylan Sampson on the back of your bench and see if he can overcome Ford in the first week, and then the problem is Judkins, regardless, is the future running back for that team. They drafted him for a reason.
Unless I cut him. I mean, why would they?
Why not?
Well, but it's also the Browns, so
right.
it's very ambiguous, which is the title of this episode. All right, moving on to the Jaguars here. Travis Etienne, RB 33, Bigsby 42, Bayshell Tootin.
Close enough.
Bayshell
Tootin.
Damn it, RB 53. So 33, 42, 53. I don't like any of them, but I kind of like all of them. It's weird. Like, what are you looking at here?
If I am playing in just a few leagues, I'm just avoiding this backfield altogether.
Let's say you have 15 leagues or 20 leagues.
15. I probably want to get
sprinkling in whoever falls.
Yeah, if ETN falls into the RB 36 plus territory, it's probably worth a stab there. Given the if you're twisting my arm, like you got to draft a guy. I guess Tank Bigsby because he's probably going to drop a little.
Bigsby has 12 catches in 2 years.
That's not good.
And he drops. He's bad.
That's not good.
Good rusher.
Yeah.
And then Tootin is the X factor here. He is the Sampson.
It's a bit of a wild card.
I think I'm going Tootin because this is redraft ECR. We're going on ECR. Tootin goes. They're all real close in ECR in terms of, and also best ball. Tootin actually goes sometimes ahead of Bigsby.
Yep.
So it's a mess. And
have you taken any Tootin yet?
No, I haven't taken any Tootin because he was going like 118 overall, dude.
That's way too high.
No, dude, I'm not taking some like question mark that could be like I'm taking Javonte Williams over Tootin all day.
Interesting.
Right? No?
I would not do that. I would.
Brian Robinson goes 92 overall.
That is beautiful.
I'm saying like Brian Robinson or Tootin half PPR. Is it? I know it's 20 pick difference.
Right.
But like, dude, I know what I'm getting with. I don't.
Are you talking about at cost, at value?
At cost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's Brian Robinson.
I'm saying not like in a vacuum because obviously you take the guy going higher, but
Yeah. But at cost, I'm not taking Javonte Williams at RB33 over Bashal Tootin at RB48 or whatever it is.
Tootin 53 and Javonte 35.
Even better, RB53.
Depends on what you need.
Yeah, I'm wondering where this backfield shakes out.
You hate Javonte Williams.
I don't hate him. I just think he's not a very good
You don't
player
think there's
anymore.
a world where
It
Javonte
sucks.
Williams...
I feel really bad because I think everything that he had was sapped from that knee injury.
You don't think there's a chance he comes back?
I think there's a chance.
He's 26, 27, right?
I get it. But we saw 2 seasons of this, and there was no progression whatsoever. It doesn't take 2 years to come back from an injury to that scale.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's tough. I'm probably avoiding ETN because I don't think the current regime has any ties to him.
In full PPR, I'm a little more allured by ETN.
I'm not anymore because they've got, what's his name? The number 2 overall pick. What the hell's his name?
Oh, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. Right? So that, I don't know, that there's going to be a ton of catches to come out of the backfield with that. So I'm avoiding ETN, and I'll probably look at Tank Bigsby, Bashal Tootin, whichever one falls. Now you got me doing
I
it.
got you doing it. All right, Titans, last team here. Tony Pollard, RB26. Tajay Spears, RB40. I'm a Spears guy.
Yep.
And
Both of these guys have injury concerns.
Yeah.
They both have a history,
I just think
especially Spears.
This is one of those where if there's a chance in the 50-50 backfield, give me the cheaper guy by 14 running back spots.
Mhm.
Give me that. RB40, I think he has a chance to play at a 50-50 split with the high. I don't think he's going to get the red zone work, which is the problem.
Right.
Where Pollard's going to get, but he's going to get the passing down work. And that's kind of a wash.
When they were on the field, or when Tajay Spears was healthy last year, because he was out of the lineup a lot, what was the split between him and Pollard?
It wasn't. It's hard to even evaluate because Spears had a nagging ankle injury week 3.
Okay.
So he played through it. So it really, you can't really go on last year's numbers. All I know is that Tajay Spears was playing 45% of the snaps with fucking Derrick Henry on the team. Now, bad coaching, but that's all I have to say, right? Tony Pollard is not Derrick Henry, and he played 45% as a rookie with Derrick Henry on the field. And we know Derrick Henry gets taken off the field on 3rd downs, certain, turbo packages, but that's a fact.
Yeah.
So if he can't, how could he not get 45% this year?
I think a lot of it's also, you have to really consider what your feelings are about Bryce Young, and if the Bryce Young that we saw at the end of last year is the Bryce Young.
No, we're talking about Cam Ward.
Oh, I'm sorry. Titans. Yeah.
Cam Ward. Same thing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
I mean, same thing.
I mean, they are very, very similar.
I think Cam Ward's
archetypes.
a more pro-ready prospect based on his size and comps than Bryce Young was. And it's not the Panthers. Titans are bad, but they're not the Panthers.
No. Will Levis is not playing this year. You see that?
No, he's out, yeah. So, 26 Pollard, 40 Spears. Who are you going for? Do you like either, exceptionally?
I don't. I'll probably
Are you
fall to... it's difficult to say. I'm not truly... I do think Cam Ward is going to elevate this team, but I don't know how much meat there is on the bone for either running back when it comes to the fantasy points.
I don't mind either. Tony Pollard's a little rich for me.
What is it, 26?
Yeah, Tony Pollard at 26 or Brian Robinson at 30.
Oh my God, Brian Robinson all day long.
There you go.
Right? I mean, how is Pollard going 26?
Because Pollard had a good year last year.
He had an okay year last year.
But again, Spears was banged up.
Right.
And they ran the ball a bunch because they had no quarters. They had to protect the
should be better, but they should also pass more this year.
There you go.
All right. They tried.
Moving on to wide receiver rooms here.
Okay.
Ambiguous wide receiver rooms. We're going to start with the Bills. Khalil Shakir, 39. Coleman, wide receiver, 50. Palmer, 69. And Elijah Moore, 90. I'm going to add in Dalton Kincaid going tight end 11.
Curtis
which
Samuel.
Is generally
LaVisca Chenault, KJ Hamler.
No, let's not go there. But Kincaid, I'm going to add in just because he's an ambiguous tight end. But tight end 11 is not what it used to be. It's going at pick 120.
Right.
In the 10th or 11th round, right? Late round tight end. What do you make of this situation, and who do you like?
Josh Allen.
Right. Good answer.
It is Josh Allen. Yeah, this is difficult. Coleman is. You heard he's dealing with a bit of a nagging injury so far in training camp, so that is concerning. He had some decent games in terms of kind of breaking out last year, but we're only talking 2 or 3 games. So he didn't really show much as a rookie. He did deal with injuries last year as well. Shakir's your steady
His
Eddie.
advanced metrics were very good.
Sure.
Yards per catch.
He spent a lot of time off the field last year.
I know. And he also came out and said that he was embarrassed by his work ethic. And I think he's a hardworking dude, and he wants to make amends. And it's just, that's a blurb.
Right.
But who's the red zone guy here? I know the answer is like Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
But it's Khalil Shakir, yes, he can get open in space. But if this team needs an alpha, and none of these guys are going to be alphas, but I think Keon Coleman at wide receiver 50 could catch 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, I probably...
Kappa loves Josh Palmer, and this is probably more of a best ball thing, Josh Palmer, right? Take a stab at the guy that's going to play 60% of the snaps in Josh Allen's offense. Wide receiver 69, let's go.
I know what's going to happen with Josh Palmer. He's going to be the garbage time guy that gets just stupid.
We're talking
40-yard passes.
Redraft, right? And so do you like Shakir at 39?
I do, actually.
More than Coleman at 50.
Yeah, given
the
choice.
Shakir is safe, right?
Shakir is not...
Shakira.
Yeah, Shakira. Yes, very attractive.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't mind if you think differently. Anyway, Shakir at 40 is a cheap enough price for me to go in on a Bills receiver. Coleman, I might look to trade for him if he's starting to show more, his yards per route run goes up, some of the more detailed metrics about usage go up. As it stands, though, it's very difficult to put a Bills wide receiver or tight end into your lineup on a regular basis and count on them.
So Shakir, I feel like, is very safe to finish like between wide receiver 28 and wide receiver 40, which is pretty much all above where he's getting drafted.
Right.
Where I feel like Coleman has a chance to finish wide receiver 26.
I think that's really ambitious.
Okay, wide receiver 30, whatever.
Yeah.
But that jump, he has the more like nuclear, and saying someone is wide receiver 30 isn't nuclear, it is when you take him wide receiver 50.
Right.
Wide receiver 39 is almost a starter, where Coleman is, in my mind, the perfect bench receiver to, if you play in a 3 receiver in a flex league, full PPR, and he is your 4th receiver or 5th receiver. I love that because he's a guy you're going to know right away. I know you don't want to cut your 10th round pick, but a guy you're going to know right away what the shakedown is, right?
Yeah.
Who has the best chance to play the most snaps? I feel like it's Coleman.
It probably... Well, no, I think it's Shakir. I do agree with you that...
Shakir doesn't always play in 2 wide receiver sets. That's the difference.
Okay.
Right? He's the Jaden Reed of this offense, where they scheme up touches for him. When he's on the field, he gets targets. Keon Coleman's just going to be on the field.
What was Coleman's route rate last year?
Coleman played more snaps than Shakir last year when he was healthy.
Get the hell out of here.
100%. Dude, Shakir played like 64% of the snaps. Coleman was a 75 guy. I'm not saying that's crazy high. I'm saying that was also him as a rookie and being hurt. So I feel like Coleman has a chance. He's a better run blocker.
So who's going to play in 2? Josh Palmer and
that's
Keon
the
Coleman?
question. I feel like Keon Coleman is the answer, and then the other ones are rotate. That's the upside of Keon Coleman, right? Just be on the field.
Where do they have them listed in the positions?
Just be on the field. That's what I want. So, and the other guys, Dalton Kincaid, no,
No.
out. No upside there.
I don't think so.
Dawson Knox just today is on the NFI list.
I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
I don't know if he has kidney stones, but
yeah. So
we have the depth chart listed.
Yeah. So Shakir is listed as the X,
And
Palmer the Y, and Coleman in the slot. So take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Give me Keon Coleman. I mean, I like both. Dude, I'm not saying I don't like Shakir. Like, in full PPR, I like Shakir more, obviously. Half PPR, give me Coleman.
Never heard of half of these guys.
There's a lot of nothing. All right, yeah. Packers.
Moving on.
Jaden Reed, 42. Matthew Golden, 54. Romeo Dubs, 60. Really packed in there. Dontavian Wicks, 77. And then I'm going to add in Tucker Kraft like I did Kincaid. Tight end 10.
You don't want to add in Savion Williams
no.
just in case? Okay.
This is a very similar situation to the Bills. And pass volume, pass yards, all probably pretty similar, actually, too. Like a decent passing off. That's not the best.
Right.
What do you like here?
Tucker Kraft, actually.
When you put it out like that,
yeah. When you lay it out like that, it's very difficult to invest in a Packers wide receiver outside of best ball because Jaden Reed is going to have his game They hate him for some reason.
Golden's going to play a lot.
Golden will play a lot. He'll play.
And Dubs and Wicks are kind of.
85%
I think Dubs will play more, and I think Wicks is a more dynamic player.
Yeah, I think.
But he has no hands.
I think I would take shots on Dubs. Reed and Dubs. I don't really see any appeal to Golden. But where he's going as a rookie in a crowded wide receiver room.
So this is redraft. I don't like Dubs in redraft because I feel like he is just what he is. Wicks is more of a guy that I like because he's going later as a last pick in redraft for injury.
Sure.
And in terms of,
I mean,
Reed and Golden,
you can take shots at Reed. You just have to be prepared for him to literally give you 0 points that week.
Well, what's crazy is Jaden Reed's had, I think it is 16 touchdowns in 2 years.
It's pretty good.
I mean, dude,
pretty good.
17 is like 9 and 8 or 10. Right?
Do you remember last year? It was like November.
He just doesn't play.
He came in. He had he held bye weeks, whatever. So you put Jaden Reed in. I think it might have been Thanksgiving. Anyway, he
had a 0 target game.
Yeah,
zero target.
Not even right. Target.
And
then
Jaden
the next
Reed,
week he comes out and he scores 2 touchdowns, and everybody's pounding
Week 1 in Brazil, he had that giant game against the Eagles. Remember, It was like 6 catches, $140, and 2 touchdowns. He had another big game with 2 touchdowns, and then other than that, it was kind of sprinkled in. His rookie year, he has a rushing upside, right? He has a Deebo Samuel kind of role.
Well, that's a good point.
And
he will get a touch or 2 in the backfield.
So I think Jaden Reed is better in not non-PPR, who plays that, but like half point than full point.
I mean, asking me who I draft, I wrote down Jaden Reed. This one's really tough, but I think
Gold at 54. I know you hate him, but
I don't
like
hate
at 54,
him. I just don't. Why are we all gung ho about this kid who couldn't even lead his team in college in receptions,
and the other guy didn't get
targets? Yeah, well, why are we all up? Like, I get it. He's a first round pick. I think a lot of that was from the higher ups of the Packers organization. They were in Green Bay for the draft. I just don't know what the appeal is of Matthew Golden. He's a good route runner. He's got decent hands, but there's nothing that says I am a standout in this league. So why am I going to take a shot at this Packers wide receiver when I've seen Jaden Reed can do it on the field? I've seen Dontavia Wicks can do it on the field, and I've seen Tucker Kraft can do it on the field.
Okay.
The other problem here is they like running the ball there.
They do.
Yeah.
49ers. Jawan Jennings, 38. Ricky Pearsall, 45. Brandon Ayuk, 48. And George Kittle, tight end 3.
Yeah. It was, prior to this week, it was Ricky Pearsall. I changed it because of his injury. Yeah.
Still early. It's still early.
Soft tissue
July
injuries.
22nd. Still
Ricky
early.
Pearsall needs all the reps he can get. Soft tissue injuries tend to linger. And
well, Jawan Jennings isn't there. I know he doesn't need to be there, but he is turning out to be a diva. Brandon Ayuk might not play this year.
It's going to be very difficult for him.
And so George Kittle's the answer?
No, I mean,
3.
I'm big on George Kittle this year.
That's super high, dude.
The problem is a lot of people are big on George Kittle.
Pick 35? You want to spend that?
I have 0 problem taking Jawan Jennings at cost. I
like Ricky Pearsall, man.
I don't.
So we both agree that Brandon Ayuk is off our boards.
It sucks because Brandon Ayuk is. His year last year was very confusing because it was dud, great game, dud, injury.
Here's the thing about Brandon Ayuk. He has been in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse from day one. Remember how he started great and then he got benched mysteriously his rookie year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then held out of camp to get this big contract after his second year, which is a good year, but in a super efficient offense that Kyle Shanahan had made him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then doesn't report, comes out of shape, and gets hurt after getting paid. Kyle Shanahan hated Brandon Ayuk
last year,
but he hated Brandon Ayuk before this. You think he likes Brandon Ayuk? He didn't pay him that money, just so you know. The front office did.
Sure.
Right? Because they were in win now mode, and now they're not. They are, but like they were in Super Bowl or bust mode last year, which made sense, but everyone got hurt, whatever. So we're both out on Ayuk.
If you have an IR spot, you could probably draft Ayuk to see how long the progression is going to take from
Dude, so you would take Brandon Ayuk over Matthew Golden. You would, okay, how about this? You would take Brandon Ayuk over Keon Coleman.
No, I would take Keon Coleman there.
So we have the wand of trust.
Okay. I would take him over Matthew Golden. I would take Ayuk over Matthew Golden. And the beautiful part about that is you are opening up a roster spot. There's no reason to take Ayuk unless you have an IR spot, and there's no reason to take Ayuk if it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks for him to come back. It better be 4 weeks. It better be that.
You're looking at another 4 weeks.
It better be the 4-week pup. You remember what happened with T.J.
Yeah,
Hawkinson last year? People held him on their bench in IR spots for 8 weeks.
And did nothing.
And he did nothing when he came back. So
that's right.
You better hear, like, this is hey, we're only putting him on this 4-week list just in case, but then he's coming back, he's going to be full healthy.
All right.
That's the only way you can do this.
Last team, we got
to
move
on. I'm on Jennings. I think Jennings.
You're on Jennings.
Yeah.
I'm over Pearsall. I love Jennings as a floor. I love Pearsall as an upside.
That's fair.
Jennings is what Jennings is.
I don't think it's a floor. I think you've got tons of upside.
If Pearsall's hurt.
How many 3-touchdown games did Ricky Pearsall have last year?
No, but he has more of the dynamic role, if that makes sense. Where
sure.
he can get
into
rounds and they're going to scheme up stuff for him.
He relies on
Jennings is going to line up outside
and speed, and that's really tough to do when you got a bum.
Believe it or not, Juwan Jennings has bad hands. That's a straight up fact.
Brock Purdy loves him.
I know they trust him.
He loves him.
Bad hands, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Ricky Pearsall's a better player.
I get it. He's slightly cheaper, but
Denver Broncos. This one's really messy. Cortland Sutton at 23. Marvin Mims, your dude, at 57.
Oh man.
Vele at 83. Bryant at 85. Troy Franklin at 120. And we'll throw in Evan Ingram at
Trent Sherfield. A.T. Perry.
No. Yeah, I love A.T. Perry. We're gonna throw in Evan Ingram. He's going like 10, 9, or 10.
The Joker role from Sean Payton.
So, do you like Sutton?
I do.
And
I would love to love Mims. I would love to draft Mims, but I don't really see the point because John Payton hates Marvin Mims. Puts him out there on 30% of snaps.
He can't block.
That matters.
I'm just saying that matters.
I don't care about that. Like I know it matters.
So who's
to
your
Sean
shot? Do you like Sutton at cost?
It's tough. 24 wide receiver.
23.
24. Like, you better expect Bo Nix to take a step forward. Right, because you're drafting a low-end wide receiver too.
Let me ask you this:
you got to play Sutton every single game. If he's your wide receiver too, you got to play every single game. Pickens.
Well, Pickens is going like 34.
Yeah.
So
give me
you're
Pickens
out on Sutton.
I am.
Calvin Ridley or Sutton?
Yeah. Calvin Ridley.
Well, I'm saying Sutton's going 23.
Calvin really burned me last year.
Doesn't matter.
Where's Calvin Ridley going?
Like 34, 35.
I think you got to go Ridley.
So you're off on. I just did this exercise. You're on. That's why I love this pod.
Yeah.
We go through these things. We learn.
Are you in on Sutton?
No.
Okay.
No. He's a slow player. I'm out on the Broncos in general. You're going to see my Bo Nix later on today, so I don't want to spoil anything. Marvin Mims at 57. Like he said, the snap share thing's an issue. Better basketball player than real life player.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, basketball is cheap enough. I think you could take a shot at. Troy Franklin.
I think Franklin at 120, it's unreal, but like that's not even draftable.
No, you don't. You can't. I mean, maybe in basketball.
It's Bryant.
I don't think so. I saw this guy play at Illinois. He's fine, but there's nothing standout about him.
Vele, too old.
Too old.
As a second-year player.
Yeah, I think.
So it's bad, right? Why does everyone love Bo Nix if his receivers are all going?
I don't know. I don't know why there's so much steam for Bo Nix. I mean, where is he?
You're on Bo Nix too? Quarterback 8.
What is he? Quarterback 6?
Quarterback 8.
Hey, even then. Like, just wait a little ways.
Lot of
trust.
All right, we're going to move on to the next episode. We're going to save handcuffs for another day because that one went pretty long. Rob's Roundtable.
God darn it.
Yeah, I got it, baby. Underdog Values. We're going underdog.
You want to do questions now or questions after?
Yeah, I'll go back. Let's go to some questions here. Do you have any questions here?
Questions. You guys are way off mic. Yes, thank you. Dallas Backfield, who starts?
Way off what?
Mike. Is the volume bad?
Not sure, but let's see here. Dallas Backfield, who starts from Capo?
Oh, Javonte Williams. We were talking about that.
Yeah. Take a drink for cozy. Hollywood season. Hollywood. Tank feels like Tank feels like a league winner. Did I see that? Tank feels like a multi-league winner. Yeah. Yeah, he does not get thrown the ball. Dallas offense clicks. Javonte could be a top 10 TD guy and be a nice bye week flex guy.
True.
That is the challenge there. Is again with no Zach Martin and a really bad offensive line. How many opportunities are there going to be for Javonte Williams?
It's an NFL team that's not the Browns.
Yeah. Thoughts on the security of Swift holding on to the Bears' backfield every game, assuming health?
Holding on to 55 to 60%.
Right, because Roshan is going to
go in there.
Well, it'll be Roshan Johnson.
And I didn't bring up the Bears just because it wasn't as ambiguous as the others.
I don't think it's that ambiguous at all.
I like Roshan Johnson.
I do think.
I think he's a better player than he's shown.
He's a big guy, right? He's
more athletic than you think.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people like him this year. Tennessee. Good. Palmer signed a 3-year contract. That's not a prove-it deal. He will be part of the game plans. Interesting. Monthly best ball play. How many wide receivers do you think Love can support for fantasy relevance? If Jacobs cooks again and Love stay healthy, maybe drafting Love is an easy 35 TV.
Ooh, 35 TV. That's a lot.
If they kind of go away from the running game a bit.
Yeah, I don't know that they will though.
Well, Josh Jacobs kind of old.
He is, but they love the running game.
Any other questions?
Any other questions? Answer CMC. 108 receptions. Gotta assume health there. Keenan Allen going to be added to any of the wide receiver rooms discussed.
I think he might go back to Los Angeles.
I think the Steelers kind of make sense.
They do need some depth there for sure.
With the Mike Williams retirement, yes, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, Mike. So if you didn't hear, Mike Williams retired after what? How many seasons? 6 seasons now?
No, it was like 8. It was
Okay.
longer than you think. He was always hurt. I mean,
Nobody landed on the ground harder than that guy did. But yeah, I would put my money on the Chargers right now.
well, he said L.A. That could have been the Rams, but they have Tutu Atwell and Jordan Whittington.
Yeah, no, I would go the Chargers.
Is that all the questions?
That's it.
Rob's Roundtable!
I knew it was coming.
What's up, Story? It wasn't as good as the first one. Underdog Values. Underdog Best Ball. We're going 10 Underdog Values for you each. I have a stat of the day for you. Zach Ertz had 50-plus catches last year and had 3 broken tackles. That's it.
Okay.
2 guys had the same 50-plus catches and had less than 3 broken tackles.
Fewer
Who
than
are
3
they?
broken tackles.
Who are they? We just talked about one of them. Who are they?
Are they tight ends?
No.
Just in
guys,
general?
Just guys.
50 catches and 3.
Mhm.
Marvin Mims.
Nope.
Cortland Sutton.
Yes. You know who the other one was?
No.
Marvin Harrison. 1 broken tackle last year. He had like 70 catches, man.
It's Zach
Ertz had 3 broken tackles and the same amount of catches.
We're not going to be talking about him, but I have concerns about Marvin Harrison this year.
That's not good. And also, I want to say, Marvin Harrison's a very interesting looking dude.
He's an interesting looking dude.
Whoa,
Load him up.
man. He doesn't look like his dad at all.
No.
His
Not
dad has
really.
a small head, kind of small features, right? He's got them giant lips. And, well, no, I wonder what his mom looks like.
I don't know.
And I looked it up, actually.
Did you
and-
find her?
Yeah, it doesn't look like
Oh.
whatever. All I'm saying is, did he have like, you know how like the Jersey Shore chicks have like the fucking
Lip fillers?
Yeah, did he have
Maybe.
lip fillers?
Maybe.
Because they're fucking huge.
You ever seen a dude with lip fillers?
He looks weird. He looks like the Predator mixed with like a Jersey Shore housewife.
I think the Secretary of Defense has lip fillers.
It's weird, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
One more question for you. I like to ask
is it about
questions.
lip fillers?
This is better.
Okay, good.
Has your wife ever caught you jerking off?
No.
Never.
No.
You do jerk off though.
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody who says they don't is a liar.
Agreed. That they're actually a serial killer. Never. Really?
No.
So I have
I'm pretty careful about that.
I have a quick story time around for you. Yeah, my wife caught me. First time.
When? Like
On
yesterday?
vacation.
Oh.
Yeah. So I asked her permission to tell this story. It's a pretty good story.
That was
So
nice.
she was on the old lady time, right?
Lady
and
time.
we were drinking, and she thought she'd give me the mouth, and I'm cool with that. And it's just hard to come sometimes from a blowjob, especially when there's pressure and you're drinking.
You been drinking? Yeah.
And I felt the pressure, and like not the pressure down there, but the pressure in my head. And I was close, and then she stopped, and she's like, my mouth is sore. I was like, fuck, I was about to come. And so whatever. She actually went in the bathroom and was like, just do it. I'm like, I feel weird about this. So she passed out. She was turning the other way, so I started fucking doing it myself. And of course, she turns around right when I'm about to come again. And I'm like, oh, well, what do you want me to do, right? So my other question was, do I do it again? The third time to finish? Did you pass out again? I didn't. I cut my losses. All right?
Yeah, at some point you gotta cut your losses, take your lumps, and move on.
Blue ball, baby.
Yeah.
And you know what it reminded me of? Was when you bet a team, say like -6, and they're losing by 14 in the first quarter, and you live bet them. And then they go down again, they're down 21, and you get them plus like fucking 13. And you live bet them again. Eventually you gotta stop live betting them.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna lose the game by 30, even though you bet them -6. And you have to eventually cut your losses, and that's what I did.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, there was 2 teams a few years ago that would get down regularly, and you could get plus odds on them and make pretty good money. That was the Chiefs and the Ravens, like 2021, 2022. Those teams would get down early, and you could bet them plus money at halftime, and inevitably they would make stage. Now it didn't happen every time, but they would usually stage a comeback.
How does that apply to my masturbation when...
How does your masturbation story apply to our Underdog Values podcast?
It doesn't, because it's what I do. All right. Underdog Values.
Yeah, there we
Paul,
go.
You see, you got me back on track here. I organize this in terms of the biggest values to the lowest values.
Okay, I went just lowest or
ADP.
ADP, yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool. Well, we're just gonna give you our list. We have 10 names each,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give you my first name. Here's Rashad White,
not on my
RB
list.
45,
Versus.
141 ADP.
Okay.
And I like him more in full PPR, obviously, but RB 45 for a guy who knows going to play 35-40% of the snaps and has the handcuff also.
Yeah, it does
Right.
feel that Rashad White is being forgotten by the community. He is a very good pass catcher. They're going to be playing. Their defense is still somewhat suspect, so they're going to be playing catch up quite often this
And
year.
they play 2 running backs sometimes.
And I'm not convinced that Godwin is going to come back fully healthy this year.
And they play sometimes 2 running back formations.
Yeah.
Like, not much, 10 times a game, whatever. That's still like, I feel like Rashad White's on the field 25 to 30 plays a game this year.
25 to 30 play, 25 to 30% or 25 to 30 plays. Oh, interesting.
40%.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Bucky Irving is not Derrick Henry,
Irving
bro.
seems like he's way overvalued.
No, he is. And I do like Bucky Irving. I'm saying, like, Rashad White gives you the week-to-week playable 7-8 points maybe, and then he also is a handcuff. So, like, for tournaments, like, if Bucky Irving gets hurt, I just think that as an RB3, if you wait, or RB4, just a guy that's going to get you points.
Yeah.
Give me Rashad White. What do you got for your
I like Rashad White. I've always liked Rashad White.
You said it multiple times in my live stream, so what do you got?
Josh Jacobs. He's currently ADP 25 on Underdog versus ADP 22 on Consensus. I think he's going to continue to slip as we get closer to kind of, I hate to call it casual, but casual draft season.
Right.
So for me, Josh Jacobs, he's our steady Eddie in the Green Bay offense, a guy that you know they've got a couple guys that they like as backups, but we're looking at a workhorse guy in Green Bay. So there's plenty of opportunities. There's touchdown upside. They like running the ball. I like it. I like Josh Jacobs there.
I do too.
Okay.
Touchdowns, baby. Come on.
Touchdowns.
Good
Yeah.
offense. Tough schedule, but my next guy
They
is
do
CJ
have to
Stroud. Your boy from last year, your MVP candidate.
He's on my list.
Wand of Trust. Quarterback 20, ADP 135. This is the perfect quarterback, too, for a build, and it just can't be as bad as it was last year. I know his weapons aren't exactly great, but CJ Stroud is a decent player. I feel like a little above average. And he's got Nico Collins.
Running game's going to be tough to come by this year, so they are going to be throwing a lot. It is
Schedule's tough.
It is a tough schedule, but it's also a relatively moderate division, like a weak to moderate division.
Weak division and quarterback 20.
The biggest challenge there is
He's a floor player.
We are
right?
talking. I mean,
like there's no way he's a top 8 quarterback.
no. I mean, I wish Tank Dell was
Is there any way he's worse than quarterback 20?
I don't know. No.
I mean, he was last year. He was quarterback 26 in points per game.
God, that's
But
bad.
like that was dude. The offensive line died. His receivers died. He played bad, and they still made the
But
playoffs.
it's not.
Won
I mean,
a playoff
when
game,
you draft him in the best ball format, you don't have to worry. You don't have to stress, right?
Right.
People who drafted him at QB 6-7 last year, you
That
were
was awful.
stuck.
Yeah.
You were stuck
This
until you
is
finally
better.
said,
This is better.
cut your losses like you did on vacation.
Yeah. Quarterback 20.
He is on my list. He's. I got him here as well. ADP of 133 on Underdog versus 124 Consensus.
And it's not like in my ranks, I just kind of went through him. I had him at like quarterback 16. I'm not saying I have him super high, but like I have him higher than that. Like Trevor Lawrence, I get the upside that he has. There's a lot more downside. CJ Stroud doesn't get hurt. He's not going to lose his job. He runs more than you think, and he's going to run more this year. Love it, man.
Yeah.
What do you got for your? So you have CJ Stroud. I'll go to my third guy then. Jalen Wright, RB 51, ADP 162. I think back 2 years ago to Raheem Mostert being RB 3 and Devon Achane coming out of nowhere and being RB 8 and like limited starts. Not even starts, but like limited action of snaps. Jalen Wright, they drafted high. Unless you like Ollie Gordon, which I actually do like Ollie Gordon. The point is he's a rookie and he's a plotter. He might get the goal line work, but I feel like this is a 1-2 like punch of Jalen Wright still getting 30% of the snaps. Which, if this is a play on the Dolphins' offense, being back to top 12, not like 26.
Yeah, I don't see it.
But he also is an elite handcuff.
I like literally nobody on that team except for Devon.
Is he
Achane.
not coming? Is he not taking Achane's job if he gets hurt?
If Achane gets hurt,
Yeah.
it won't be a 1-to-1.
No, but is he not going to be the starter?
I don't think they're going to.
They're going to start Ollie Gordon.
It's going to be 50-50. I don't think that Jalen Wright.
So
again,
you don't like Jalen Wright
I'm not
at
impressed
51.
with a Tennessee running back that
RB
came out of
51.
Nah, forget about it. He won't crack your lineup. maybe he'll have one game where
You don't think he'd have some long touchdowns?
Where he falls into the end zone, but
so you think A-Chain's playing 80% of the
I
snaps?
don't. There's not. Yeah, I do
They
actually.
And Johnny
They
got
did
traded
last year.
to where like they may play A-Chain more as receiver. Not a lot, but like 10, 12 snaps a game in the slot. I think Jalen.
Ollie Gordon is much more suited physically to stand up to the punishment
I get it.
between the tackles than Jalen Wright.
I think
And
Jalen Wright,
I think
without injury, is going to get 30 snaps
That
a game.
Miami offense is can't.
30 snaps a game.
I don't think there's a non-zero chance that Miami offense is a complete disaster with or without Tua in the lineup.
You don't see the upside there.
I don't. I think Mike McDaniel's been figured out. I don't know. And
I want to trust hits you now.
yeah.
All right, you don't like that one. What do you got?
I got Brees Hall, ADP
Okay.
of 35 versus an underdog versus ADP 30 consensus. So you're getting a few spots of value there. This is a team that should be better. You were dealing with the walking corpse of Aaron Rodgers last year versus Justin Fields, who is going to open up the offense a little bit. You've got a running quarterback who's going to open up some lanes in the gaps there for him. I think Brees Hall, it was 2 years ago, was amazing. Last year wasn't as bad as people thought or think.
It was based on where he was drafted.
Yeah, right.
RB3.
This was an expectation versus reality thing. So for me, at ADP 35, I think it's worth a shot there. Good value.
It is. It's not. It's more of a floor play than an upside play in my mind. But Justin Fields does actually check the ball down more than people think. He's a deep or check down guy. He does not exactly read the field well. So
Yeah,
I like
I mean,
that.
plenty of check
I
down
like
opportunities.
Brees. I've
I
been
don't-
warming up to Brees.
I don't think he's a top 5 running back anymore,
He
but
could be.
it's possible. I think it's unlikely, especially with that team, the way it's currently constructed.
Hopium.
Yeah.
Next guy for me, Tajay Spears, RB42. We talked about him earlier. ADP 128. A little later in best ball than ADP. I just love the playability week to week in RB42. And again, another one of these guys, if something happens to Pollard, he is an RB1.
Pollard is not a lock to get goal line carries. So I do see the appeal in best ball of drafting Tajay Spears
Just a guy that's
for
gonna
that
get you
touchdown
points.
upside. Plus you have built-in contingency if Pollard goes down.
Like,
now you got
he's an
yourself an
RB4.
RB2.
He's an RB4 in best ball right
Right. And like I said, you get like a mid to low end RB2 if Pollard goes down to injury.
now. To where Jalen Wright's 9 RBs later, or like Jalen Wright has maybe the same upside as Spears, but the floor is not there. At least in your mind.
In my mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like, I like them both. I mean, Tajay Spears though is a much safer bet, and if I'm comfortable taking him as my RB3 if I wait in best ball
Versus
running back.
Jalen, right? Or
Yeah.
versus Pollard.
Just in general as my RB3.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No, I agree with that.
RB 42 if I wait, and I have a decent quarterback duo or an elite tight end and 6 receivers, and he's my third, and I go RB early and I wait, and he's my third running back. He's a guy I know I could pencil in for like 7-8 weeks of starting.
Okay.
I love it. I mean,
I've got no problem with it in best ball.
Good.
I think it's an upside, yeah.
what do you got?
This one was wild to me. Joe Burrow, ADP 60 and underdog versus ADP 45 in consensus. A
Yeah.
15 spot difference. My biggest thing with this Burrow, I think Burrow can have an amazing season. We're talking 45 touchdowns.
It's just because it's the 4 for passing touchdown, 25 yards per point in underdog, no bonuses.
versus
it's not
a
a-
place like DraftKings where you've got
You get
bonuses.
The
over.
bonuses, the 300-yard
Yeah.
bonus, which makes Joe Burrow more appealing.
I get it.
And then in 6 passing touchdown leagues, obviously Joe Burrow is quarterback 2, right?
Yeah, but so in best ball, there's a certain number of strategies that you want to stacking has a very high correlation with winning.
Right.
My thing is, I don't want the guy who drafts Jamar Chase to get Joe Burrow.
True.
So I'm doing what I can to try to get Joe Burrow in season-long leagues, in best
Because
ball
the weird
leagues.
thing in underdog to take Joe Burrow, this is why his ADP is so weird, is you have to take him at like 40, it'd be 48 or 49. if
Because
you
he's
have
at the end
Chase.
of a round.
Or let's say you have T. Higgins, you
Yeah.
get him in the end of the early 3rd round. You got to take him at 48 to 51, which is 9 spots early, or sometimes he falls all the way back to 71.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
You
beautiful.
know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, people want to stack.
I mean,
That's why, like, taking Joe Burrow just on an island without the
yeah.
stack
I mean,
is nice.
keep an eye on the guy who drafted Jamar Chase. If he went with Josh Allen,
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, you
Usually they
can
don't.
let him
They
draft.
hope for him to come
I
back.
like the opportunity to draft Joe Burrow and someone like
He
Mike
is-
Gesicki,
Right.
right? Or Yoshivas.
Yes. And he's an ultimate floor play.
Yeah,
Like,
I love it.
his upside last year was his upside year, right? He's probably not going to have a better year than last year. It was unreal. I mean, he could actually. The defense sucks.
You remember? But we remember when Rodgers had that connection with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
He'd check out of a run play on the 5-yard line, throw back shoulder,
The nose scramble, even though he does scramble.
That's how Joe Burrow is with Jamar Chase.
He is a 300-yard guy.
If T. Higgins stays healthy, you're talking 2 top 15 guys.
I get it, and he is a 300 rush a year guy with
You'll get a couple of
touchdowns.
sneaks,
But the upside is not what the other guys have. He could never have a Josh Allen year.
True.
He can't. He can't have a Lamar year.
But you don't have to draft
him. You
him.
can't have a Jaden Daniels
in the second round or the third round.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the ultimate floor play because you know what you're getting with him. You're getting 9 or 10 bomb 25 points a week guy. And his bad weeks are what? 16, 17?
Yeah.
280 and 2?
282.
That's a good week.
And if you got somebody else on your bench or on your team that popped off, you might not even need him.
Now my list gets real juicy with some deep names here. Tutu Atwell, wide receiver 83. I love this.
Do you like the Rams offense?
Well, it's ADP 206, so it's the 17th or 18th round.
Okay.
This is the ultimate best ball pick for me because they have Devontae Adams and they have Puka Nacua, and Tutu Atwell is their third receiver.
It seems like every fourth game, you've got one random Rams receiver that just pops off.
Well, he's the guy that's going to be running go routes, and you cannot, it's going to be single coverage against a scrub. And Tutu Atwell is very fast. Okay, he also was I add this in for the guys. I promise you he has a passing touchdown this year. He was a high school quarterback. He is a gadget guy. He's going to be playing 60% of the snaps. We're talking about, we're literally talking about wide receiver 83.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to finish much high. I think he might finish wide receiver 60, which is good, but it's going to be spike weeks, right?
Sure.
He catches a deep bomb, 60-yard touchdown, and then maybe 2 other catches. There's 15 points.
You're probably talking him cracking your lineup 3 or 4 times at most.
But that's your seventh. Most of these guys aren't playing, you're drafting. And I know he's playing, and I know the Rams' offense is elite, right?
I wouldn't call it elite. I would say top 10.
There you go.
Top 12.
And Jordan Whittingham, I love. He is more of a handcuff. Whittington.
Yeah.
He is more of a handcuff. He's not. He does the same things Puka does and Devontae Adams does. Tutu offers something different.
I would caution people when you.
And they gave him a bag, bro. They gave him a bag.
Who, Tutu?
Yeah.
What did he get?
Not much, $7 million, but that's a bag for Tutu Atwell.
How many years?
1 year.
Okay.
So they have nobody else.
No.
Who's the guy they brought in from the Chiefs?
DeMarcus Robinson.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's
so
where's he now?
He's the guy. He's the guy. I love Tutu Atwell as a last round best ball pick.
Yeah.
Especially if you draft Stafford, dude. Who knows? Maybe he catches 2 deep balls, you win the whole thing. What do you got?
Sam Laporta, ADP 75 versus ADP 64 consensus.
I don't like it.
You don't like the player? You don't like the draft spot? You don't like the...
I don't like middle tight ends.
You're getting 11 spots of value there.
No, I think there's plenty of
opportunity for Laporta.
I feel like you're comparing it a lot to ADP, and best ball is such a different animal where it's I'm a lot of times waiting on tight end and just rolling with 3 of them. I'm rolling with, let's say, Dalton Kincaid in the 11th round, and
but I get where you're coming from, but I'm trying to take the emotional side out of it. I'm getting 11 spots of value on this.
I get it.
Tight end, and then I can justify it in my mind because we saw what Laporta could do in his freshman year.
And he allows you to go with a 2 tight end build comfortably.
Right.
And you take him and a late guy, and if Laporta hits, you win.
You can take him and a Chigga-Quanquo.
Yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. So for me, it's all right. I can take a top 6 tight end
because he's tight end 4.
Not have to worry about it until round 14.
Tight end 4, but ADP 85.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's tight end 6.
You know what we learned in the last couple of years, and in general in fantasy, is that the tight end dead zone is like a fucking thing, and just take the top couple guys, or don't take anyone because they're all the same.
They are.
And Sam Laporta has a chance to not be the same and catch 8 or 9 touchdowns and have 1,000 yards.
Right. Just because he had an amazing freshman year, because he had a step back last year, sophomore year, doesn't mean that's how he's going to be for the rest of his life.
And he was hurt last year.
He did get nicked up.
And he played hurt. I prefer that over Hawkinson all day.
Agreed.
Because Hawkinson's going 12 picks later, where it's Hawkinson's touchdown number in Vegas is 3.5.
We don't even know what J.J. McCarthy's going to be this year.
Well, we know what the Lions are. I don't care about the offensive coordinator. I like that a lot. My next one, your guy, well, you just mentioned him, is my guy, Chigga-Quanquo, tight end 25, ADP 189. Oh, man, I love this one.
Love some Chigga-Quanquo.
It's crazy I have 2 Titans on the list. But, dude, he has a chance to be the second target in that offense.
Yes.
Right?
I'm trying to think who are the other wide.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. You're thinking.
Yeah.
And he's an athletic, super tight. He's a Johnny Smith.
Who
What he is.
else is even on that roster?
You know, it's Io Manor, it's Tyler Lockett, it's Calvin Ridley, and it's the other rookie they draft, the Dyke guy.
Kamau Dyke.
It's bad. And then they drafted another rookie out of Texas.
Oh, I forgot Tyler Lockett, yeah.
Who's the other tight end?
Traylon Burks is there too, but
he's a fucking offensive
lineman.
lineman.
That's Virginia.
And then Gunnar Helm, and then John Wiley. Wiley. Dude, it's bad. It's bad.
It is bad.
It's bad. They're gonna be losing in the brains. And Chikakonkwo is. I don't want to spoil anything for the hot take show we have later on.
Okay.
Tight end 25 is he's both safety and floor in my mind, and I'm comfortable for him as my tight end too. I know he's going 25, but like he was going when I was drafting early. He was going 10 and 30, and I took him everywhere, 50% of the time.
So what do you think is causing his ADP to rise?
The fact that people realize he's great,
and that Cam Ward looks like a true professional,
just everything.
and who's going to start day one.
Just love it, man. I love it. What do you got?
Baker Mayfield, ADP on the 93 on underdog versus ADP 78 consensus.
I hate it.
15 spots, baby. 15 spots. Give me that.
Well, do you know why it's 15 spots? Because it's way worth it to take an early quarterback because you don't want the controversy in terms of your lineup decisions.
But you don't have any lineup decisions.
Yeah, but you can just take late guys and pair them together, or you can't do that in redraft. I can't take Trevor Lawrence, C.J. Stroud, and Drake May in redraft and be like, well, I'm going to take the best week from him.
Right.
I'm saying I just don't.
We're talking underdog here, right?
Yes,
yeah, right.
But I don't like it because he's not elite.
I don't need him to be elite. I got him on a tier 2 guy. That's all I need. I just need 38 touchdowns from Baker Mayfield, and that'll pay off at 15 spots.
No, I get the appeal from last year. It's like, well,
what is Bucky ever going to get 300 carries this year?
No, for me, it's like I can just wait and pair a bunch of like scrubs and take a 3 quarterback build, or even take Justin Fields and Drake May as my 2. A 7th round pick is a little steep for Baker Mayfield. That's my thing.
But you're an 8th round pick in the underdog. So give me an extra round of value on that. I like.
All right.
Yeah.
And I've taken some Baker.
They drafted Igbuka, right? So now you're talking another elite Ohio State wide receiver. They've got.
I don't like it.
Trains. You've kept trains.
I don't like it.
That's fair.
I don't like it.
All right.
It's not like I just don't like the idea of taking a middling, like a 7th round pick on a quarterback where like there's still really good value at the other skill position players, or I could take a guy later at quarterback and give me similar numbers.
I think you're going to get elite numbers from Baker again this year.
Okay.
He's always had a higher touchdown percentage, and that's where things go.
I feel like my next guy, I'm going to compare him to that. Matt Stafford, quarterback 24, ADP 156.
Yeah.
Their Vegas numbers are actually like pretty close, dude. I think Baker's 27 touchdowns and Matt Stafford's 23 touchdowns.
Okay.
The yardage, Baker's got 300 more yards.
I think you're going to have far more games where Stafford throws 0 or 1 touchdown than you would have.
But Matt
Baker
Stafford
only throwing
is
1 or 2
quarterback
touchdowns.
24.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that Matt Stafford's going to outscore Baker Mayfield. I feel like the gap is going to be 2 or 3 points a game, where it's like the gap between the wide receiver I'm taking in round 14 compared to the wide receiver I'm taking in round 7 or 8 may be different. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think you can look at it from that perspective though. Points per game, not really a big deal when you're talking about a best ball format. I want the spike weeks, and Matt Stafford doesn't seem like he's got that many spike weeks relative to Baker.
He hasn't. Now he's got Devontae Adams, and I feel like if Matt Stafford throws 25 touchdowns, he is annihilating this ADP.
Okay.
And I think he could throw 30, right?
No.
He better. He has
not with Kyron Williams there.
He has a receiver going in the 1st round, and he has a receiver going in the 3rd round.
I can't believe Adams is going that high.
But Devontae Adams catches 9 touchdowns every year.
He won't catch 9 in LA.
I'm just saying something has to give. So you hate the receivers there.
I know. I love Puka Nacua. But Puka Nacua is not catching 30 touchdowns.
I like Matt Stafford at value way more than Baker Mayfield.
I like Baker Mayfield better at value.
You're crazy. What do you got for your next pick?
Travis Kelce, dead on 100 underdog versus ADP 79 consensus. 21 spots of value for a declining tight end, but a team that is going to need him. They're going to need him. That's the bottom line.
Especially now.
Kelce and Mahomes have a magical connection, and while Kelce is pretty much a catch and fall down kind of guy nowadays, when he gets targeted as much as he will, as what I expect, 120 targets plus red zone looks. Give me tight end what? 9, 10?
Oh, it's earlier than that. It's like tight end 7.
Okay.
But it's the ADP, right? Because now we're pushing back tight ends. It's going around 100.
Don't forget, we're 2 seasons removed from him being tight end 2.
Yes, and from the guy that faded him big last year and was right about that. Here's why I love Travis Kelce. And I'm not saying I love him. He's not on any of my lists. But who's the second tight end there? Fucking bum.
Noah Gray.
Noah Gray had more touchdowns than Travis Kelce last year.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see that. That seems like a fluke.
Travis Kelce is going to have less targets. He's probably going to have less yards. He had like 900 something last year. You know he's going to have more of? Touchdowns. Guaranteed because
what we're talking about,
Mahomes going to throw more.
Right. Pacheco and
Travis
Kelce
could have it's a Mark Andrews year from last year, right? Where he has 75 targets, but he has 7 or 8 touchdowns, which is amazing for where you're drafting him. Right? 800 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 60 catches.
So in the 8th round,
good.
8+, give it to me.
That's tight end 5. And like not just tight end 5, that's like round 6 value. I like it a lot. He's a bad player, but what you mentioned, now he's a bad player. What you mentioned,
it's a wild statement. Throw that up on a graphic. Travis Kelce's a bad player.
No, what I love you mentioned is the connection, the weird little connection they have is unreal, and people don't you can't quantify that in numbers. Yes, his metrics are bad.
It was Brady and Gronk, Rodgers and Adams. Like they know.
Travis Kelce is the ultimate zone beater.
How does you watch that game? Like every game, we always make fun of it. Like bold strategy not to cover Travis Kelce. How does he know where to go on the field? He's got that mind meld with
You can't beat man. Like a defensive lineman could probably guard him right now. But you know what he can do? Settle down in the zone better than anyone in the league ever.
Right. So they're going to put a nickel or a dime on him.
They can't now with the rest of the guys. With Hollywood being healthy, with hopefully Rashid Rice, with Worthy, they can't.
Very few linebackers that can still keep up with him.
My next pick, Brian Robinson. We talked about him in the previous show. RB30, ADP 89 in best ball. This is the ultimate easy slam dunk for your RB3. This guy is going to walk into 10 touchdowns this year. And give me that. I know it's going to be tough in redraft to trust him. Game script dependent. In best ball, give me Brian Robinson, the lead back of a top 5 offense. At least Vegas says. I think they're taking a step back. I don't care. RB30.
No argument. I mean, we said it all in the previous pod. I'm fully on board with that.
Wand of trust?
Wand of trust.
What do you got?
Jalen Warren, ADP of 98 versus 80.
And you are a Caleb Johnson guy.
I am. But
I get it.
Yeah,
why don't you have Caleb on your list?
The value wasn't there.
74 overall?
But consensus, I think he was going higher in underdog versus consensus.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for values here.
Okay.
I'm getting spots of value here with Jalen Warren for a guy he's going to have several games where he gets like 8 targets, 9 targets, whatever it is. So, in a half PPR, there's plenty of upside 4, 5, 6 times per year. That's enough for me to get him in the 8th round. And you do have built-in upside if Caleb Johnson were to get hurt. Now, Caleb Johnson has been very much a steady Eddie Iron Man in his college career, but NFL's a different beast.
And I feel like he's pushed down a bit based on a lot of tournament play being ADP. And he's more of an early season guy. Where it's like, would it surprise you week 1 if Jalen Warren plays 60% of the snaps?
No. I think
it's going to take
my biggest fear as like a Caleb lover is that
Jalen Warren in the year,
is Jalen coming out of the gate and
did we not see Aaron Rodgers tear his Achilles in the 4th play of the season? Like you can't miss a block and get that guy killed.
Correct.
And so it's like early year, I love it as a RB3, RB4, kind of bridge the gap, and then you take some of your high upside guys later, your Dylan Sampsons or those guys, and then eventually Warren tapers off, but the other guys, it's about building a roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like best ball is way different than redraft, where it's like redraft, I'm less interested in Jalen Warren because what is he going to offer you? Like
very
I want to start him. Like, and if Caleb gets hurt, is Jalen Warren ever going to be a 70% snap share guy? No, he's a 50% guy, which I like.
And he will continue to be.
Next guy, I have 2 guys here, kind of combining this is Chris Olave or Shaheed. Olave, wide receiver 35. ADP 64 and Shaheed, I didn't write it down.
So you wouldn't take both on the same team?
It's hard with that offense and no stacking. You can't stack because you could. I take stuff, but like Shaheed, I'm getting like pick 110.
Okay.
It's like wide receiver 55. If I don't take Olave, I'm taking Shaheed and vice versa. I don't like taking both in the same team, but the target tree, the concentration targets there is so minimal. It's Kamara, it's Olave, it's Shaheed, and maybe Jawan Johnson.
Yep.
And like, who's the third there? We don't know. They're gonna suck. They're gonna be passing. It's not good. But
no,
like,
it's going to be bad. You also have to be mentally prepared for that. Where's Olave being drafted?
wide receiver 35. It's like 66
round?
overall.
Yeah.
No, it's like fifth, early
Fifth
sixth.
round. Okay, so you have to be mentally prepared that your 5th round pick might cease to exist on your
In
lineup
basketball, that's rough,
by round 3.
but that's why he's going that late. And for me, it's like I like Olave more in redraft.
I do too.
More in best ball.
I'm 100% on board with you there.
The upside of Olave and wide receiver 35, even though it's a half PPR format, like give me Olave and full PPR much more.
When did Brandon Cooks sign back with the Saints?
It's Brandon Cooks, bro. Like another Mr. Concussion.
Yep.
Olave has top 20 upside, easy. And Shaheed is the ultimate best ball guy at wide receiver 52.
That's why I like it. That's why I like Olave much better in redraft. You have the opportunity to replace him if necessary. It sucks, but it is what it is.
What do you got?
This one, two and an honorable mention.
All right.
Trevor Lawrence. This one kills me because I don't like the man. I don't like his play, but he's a good value on Underdog versus
It's
consensus.
the upside.
Yeah. So if in
and
fact,
he's not going to lose his job.
if in fact the number 2 overall pick, Travis Hunter Jr. We know what Brian. I almost said Brian Wilson.
Brian Thomas.
RP. We know what Brian Thomas Jr. is. He's an amazing, outstanding talent. Right? You've got Travis Hunter was drafted 2 overall for a reason. If in fact he plays 90% of the snaps on offense, and he turns out to be a world beater like everybody thinks he is, it's
2 alphas.
got to come from somewhere, right?
Bad defense.
Yeah.
He has rushing upside.
It makes sense, and especially if he's your second quarterback.
And Liam Cohen.
He's the moniker.
You don't like him, but like he unlocked Baker's rushing upside last year, right? Baker destroyed all of his previous career highs in rushing.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is a way better rusher, more athletic player, 6'6". He had more rushing yards in that game in Clemson than Justin Fields did. Trevor Lawrence has not ran in the NFL.
I don't know. It's weird when you see what he did at Clemson versus.
He's a gazelle, bro.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Well, the last time he ran, he got destroyed by the guy in the Texans.
Yeah.
That's another thing to add in. I'm just saying, like, if he runs, which he does run, like, the thing at Matt Stafford 24, what would you say Lawrence is? 17?
132 on Underdog, so whatever that equates to.
He's like quarterback 18.
Yeah.
But, like,
I think it's
Matt Stafford has no rushing upside. So he is never going to be a top 12 quarterback.
Right, so if you take somebody.
Trevor Lawrence could be number 7, dude.
Right, so
if things.
If you take like a Baker Mayfield and you get your steady Eddie guy, and then you take an upside guy with Lawrence, I think it's a good pairing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you have? 2 names left?
2 names left.
Give me your next name.
Kyle
One
Pitts.
left.
This one's also tough because Kyle Pitts has not done much of anything, but at ADP 157.
Tight end 19?
Yeah.
I love that.
Is he on your list?
No, but I just know because I've done 300.
Yeah. It's I'm not touching him with a 10-foot pole in redraft, but in a best ball format, there will be games where he catches a touchdown, and for your, what'd you say, tight end 19, something like that? For your tight end 19, that's all you need for him to crack your lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it's tough. Like, Okonkwo they're pretty similar. I feel like, but Okonkwo, like, Pitts has an opportunity to be great, just based on where he was drafted. I know I'm still hanging on to this.
Yeah, a little bit.
But Okonkwo is never going to have 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns.
I think
Kyle Pitts could.
I think the 1,100 yards is out of the question.
Well,
7 touchdowns, I'm on board with.
Dude, but Kyle Pitts is a fucking freak.
He is.
He doesn't look like a freak.
There's something up here where
he's also like 25 years old.
Yeah, that's.
Dude, I'm saying I love the Kyle Pitts.
Feels like he's been in the league forever.
I maybe have a 13% ownership on him, just based on Kyle Pitts. I've been his guy forever.
What's your ownership of Okonkwo?
Oh, 38, 40%. Come on, man.
Yeah. There you go.
I love that one. Last one, Cedric Tillman. Now, this one has, when I first started drafting Cedric Tillman, he was like wide receiver 68. Now he's wide receiver 62.
People forgot about him last year because he never
is
came back.
ADP 145, and I know it was the Jameis Winston experience when he dominated.
Sure.
And everyone dominated in that experience. But Cedric Tillman is the number 2 in that offense.
So you're banking on the Joe Flacco experience.
No, I'm banking on the fact he's playing 80% of the snaps.
Yeah. People forget about it. I mean,
I don't care who's playing quarterback.
Remember that 4-week stretch he had before the concussion?
It was unreal. It was
Yeah, it's
Jerry
amazing.
Jeudy.
It was amazing.
It was as good as it was. Yeah, it was 80 yards and it was 80 yards a game and half a touchdown a game for 4 games.
Right.
And Cedric Tillman is still young. He is a prototypical X receiver, and they have Deontay Johnson there, and they have David Njoku, I guess, and Jerry Jeudy, who's also injury prone. I don't care who the quarterback is. We're talking about wide receiver 62, and this is current. Where I had Jerry Tillman earlier was wide receiver 68 in literally the second to last round. Now he's going in like the 15th. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, what's the difference between a 19th round pick and a 15th
I
round
love. There's only 18 rounds in Underdog.
18th round pick and a 15th
I
round
love
pick?
on the field.
17th.
On the field,
Yeah.
running deep. I don't give. It's the Darius Slayton thing, but Darius Slayton has competition.
I held on to Cedric
Right.
Tillman throughout all the last weeks of the season last year, hoping beyond hope that he would come back because of how dynamic
I
he
know.
was on the field when he was there. I like it.
6'3",
I like that one a lot.
215. He is one of my more
an X.
owned player. I've stopped drafting him as much because his price
Calvin
has gone
Johnson build, man.
up. Yeah, his price has gone up, which I still like. Now his price is getting more fair. I still feel like he should be ADP 120, but it's 145.
Yeah.
But I was getting him at 160, so now it's like
Just don't watch the Browns
it's
games.
like, dude,
It's gonna be bad.
it's like fucking a girl a bunch, not having to take her on dates, and then after you fucked her a bunch, she's like, "Can you take me on dates now?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, I should have done that originally, but you didn't want that originally, and now I have to. But like, can I just go back to what it was? Which is what I want Cedric Tillman to go back to.
Now you
Because
gotta
people,
now you gotta take her to Bennigan.
it still is a good value.
I agree.
What do you got for your last name?
Hunter Henry. I'm tight and heavy on this. I just realized, but yeah, Hunter Henry. You got
Steady Eddie, baby.
yeah. We think that Drake May is going to take a step forward this year, which I do.
It's
I think
ADP 157.
Yeah. So consensus
Okonkwo is
157
189.
versus 165 underdog. Hunter
What
Henry.
is Kyle Pitts? So he is about tight end 21.
Okay.
Hunter
Hunter
Henry.
Henry.
Yeah, I love
Henry.
it. The upside isn't there, right? But he's going to catch 6
I
touchdowns.
need 6 touchdowns in
Yeah.
6 different games
Every year.
That's all I need.
He has 600 yards and 6 touchdowns.
crack
And
my lineup.
plays a lot of, you know.
Yeah, and if I can get 8 spots of value on that, with the opportunity that if Drake May just completely explodes this year, they're going to need somebody beyond Stephon Diggs to
There's
catch
a
the
lot of
ball.
question marks in that receiver room, too.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Stephon Diggs is
I don't
looking
have
good.
a lot of Hunter Henry, and like maybe I'm a little light on that just because I love Chickaconquo. It's like I just see the more upside of Chickaconquo, but Hunter Henry is more like Okonkwo is more mystery box. Hunter Henry is more like I'm going to get 600 yards and 4 or 5 touchdowns, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's going to be 7-8 points a game, which is all you want is your tight end too.
I just
Right.
need 2 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown. And like I said, he's probably 6.
Well, no, sometimes he has 7 catches.
Well, yeah, sometimes it's
Do
pretty
you have
rare.
an honorable mention, or is that your honorable
Just guys to keep an eye on because their ADPs on Underdog versus Consensus are close. They're ticking up though. So if these guys tick up higher on Underdog, so that they drop a little bit, like Trey McBride, Jackson Smith and Jigma, Chuba Hubbard, Jerry Jeudy, Najee Harris, they all have the opportunity to be good values if their ADPs drop on Underdog.
Oh,
So just
give
keep
me
an eye.
your honorable mentions.
Those are the guys to keep an eye on.
What are they?
Trey McBride,
Okay.
Jackson Smith and Jigba,
Okay.
Chuba Hubbard, Jerry Jeudy, and Najee Harris. They all have ADPs that are slightly higher on Underdog. And like I said, if they kind of tick that way, you're getting good value.
You have any comments you want to?
What do we have? Bones said hi. Flex.
Go through them. I'm going to take a pee real quick.
Okay.
And then I can help with that after you answer.
How's everybody doing? Dallas offense, best ball play. Palmer signed. Yep, we talked about that. Okay. Jeff Gordon. It's like a team down 30. I love how Rob creates a moral from a story about baiting. Took me a minute to figure out what you were saying there, Kappa, but I love it. Oh, Jacobs pick. Yes, we love the Jacobs pick. Perfect. What are your thoughts on Josh Jacobs this year, Cap? I want to know. Because I think that he's got a really good opportunity to score probably 10, 12 touchdowns on the ground, which puts him very much in RB2 territory. Tutu Atwell, we're a fan of. Awesome list, boys. Another consider. Calvin Austin. Yeah, let's see where Calvin Austin is going. We'll pull him up here on Underdog and see if we get a Calvin Austin. So someone said another one to consider.
Calvin Austin?
Yeah.
He would be about wide receiver 62.
I'm going to pull him up on Underdog here. See if we can find him.
Yeah, it's pretty late. I like him. I was kind of on Roman Wilson a little bit. I mean, because...
So 193 on Underdog. So that's pretty good. Like, so 193 overall versus, where was the Fantasy Pros? Pros, ADP.
Is that the last comment?
Yeah, that's the last one. We talked about your moral story from your let's see here.
Yeah, I like Calvin Austin, but I haven't taken any of him just because the 3 tight end looks, the 2 tight ends, Roman Wilson being there.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Interesting.
I mean, it's a dart throw. It's like the definition of a dart throw, where like
Where's Roman
you
Wilson?
kind of show up.
Yeah, way farther behind.
Ooh, I farted.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's not bad. But again, I mean, these guys are like last round picks, right?
Yeah. You want to take a tinkle before we get to the next one?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Keep the people entertained.
Yeah, I will. Let's see here. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen. I feel like Keenan Allen is going to go to the Steelers, which I don't like because that is going to hurt Roman Wilson and your boy, Calvin Austin. Tutu, hell yeah. I like people like talking about my Tutu because my Tutu is my dude. And what else do I have here? There's really nothing else. Thank you for commenting. Been drinking. Kyler a value. An underdog? Yeah, he's a value because it's scrambling centric, right? The question for me is Kyler or my boy Justin Fields. And I feel like Kyler's safer, which is no one's ever said that about Kyler, even though he's always a top 12 quarterback. Justin Fields has that right? That good coochie. Justin Fields or Kyler?
Justin Fields.
You hate Kyler.
I do hate Kyler.
Why?
Because he's a little shrimpy baby who...
He's a gamer.
Yeah,
He's a gamer.
so, but, okay, I don't want my guy whipping all over the field, trying to make plays, scoring 0 touchdowns. Ugh, it's tough to trust the Cardinals offense, and it has been for many, many years.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I got something for you.
Okay.
Rob's Round Table!
Ah!
What are you're not drinking booze? You said you brought drinks. You brought these fucking drinks?
I'm taking a break here.
All right.
I gotta drive.
Deep sleepers, baby.
Sleep deepers.
You want a PBR?
Oh, good.
All right, deep sleepers. You can't have one PBR. Stat of the day for you to get ready before I have something for you per usual. Darnell Mooney had more catches of 20-plus yards, 14 of them, than the Dolphins and Chiefs last year combined. Or no, than the Dolphins and Chiefs.
Say that again? Darnell Mooney had more
catches of 20-plus yards, 14 of them, than the Dolphins and Chiefs last year as a team.
That's wild.
The Fins had 11, and the Chiefs had 13. And Darnell Mooney had 14. So I think law of averages tells you that the Dolphins were the most explosive team ever 2 years ago. And Mahomes, for 3 straight years to start his career, was just chucking the ball downfield. So this is the Darnell Mooney stat. Because undervalued, he should have he was very, very well owned for me an underdog because he is the ultimate underdog pick.
Last year or right now?
Right now.
Because last year, I don't think anybody saw
he was like 130 overall. Now he's like 88 or 90.
He was a real steady Eddie for me.
But they didn't change anything on offense. And then this is a Dolphins and Chiefs stat where like that number's not going to repeat. That's touchdown like percentage numbers, right? Like that's.
I mean, it depends on how you feel about those offenses.
They can't go lower than that. They were the lowest 2 teams in the league.
I think the Dolphins are going to suck again.
So somehow the Raiders had more throws of 20 yards than the Chiefs or the Fins?
So the Chiefs one, I think, is an aberration, and it will come back. Dolphins, I think this league is figured out.
Maybe, until it doesn't. They still have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Great.
That's all I got to say.
Great.
Anyways, this is Deep Sleepers.
Deep Sleepers.
This Professional Fanatics, are kind of the Deep Sleeper show of fantasy shows. Would you agree?
Yes, we are certainly under the radar. Tell your friends and family.
Yeah. Why should they watch this show, Story?
We are entertaining, and at the same time, we provide very useful and actionable fantasy football advice.
That's true. And I love just doing the show in general, hang out with my buddies. Kappa, shout out, the OG. We were just watching some of the crazy shit we did before. But
yeah, you guys did some wild stuff.
I like learning and adjusting my opinion based on other people's knowledge. I watch a lot of shows on YouTube, right? I watch all the big guns. I watch the random guys. Like, I just want to consume and then make my own opinions. which is what we want you to do here. But we talk through these things, and we're more emotional based than we are stat based. Even though it's not just straight up like, I like this guy, he's gonna be good. It's on the cusp of too many stats. I can make a stat on both guys.
Sure.
On one guy and give you two stats that fade him, reach for him. That doesn't always work.
I'll be the first to admit that I've got tons of biases based on these guys' performances in college, given the film, et cetera, et
You're
cetera.
more of the talent evaluator.
Yeah.
Just based on where the prospect profile is. But I know, like, in terms of you've been playing fantasy for 20 years, right? College fantasy, you're a big football fan.
Ah, huge football fan.
I have played 20 redrafts a year for 8 years now. And I was playing before that, but I have played a lifetime of fantasy football. More than anyone, honestly. These experts on there, they're playing 20 money leagues? I don't think so.
No, you listen to those guys, they've got, they
Six,
talk
seven
about their
leagues.
home league
Yeah,
and their
6,
league
7.
record, et cetera, et cetera.
So,
and they complain about how it's just too much on Labor Day.
yeah,
So
I've done up as much as 25.
it's a grinder.
And yeah, I've been on Grindr too. But I know as much about fantasy football as a prostitute knows about STDs, bro.
You think that's a lot?
Not only do they know about STDs, they'll tell you home remedies and like I can give you the third string running back on any team.
Did you hear there's a legislature in the Illinois House of Representatives that that put forth a proposal for a bill that would make prostitution legal in Illinois?
You talk about this.
I think it's a great idea.
It is a good idea. Well, he likes prostitutes.
It's not the point.
Because no criminals. No
Exactly.
crimes,
You decriminalize
no
it,
crimes.
and you take the stigma away from it, and you let them have protections, unions, all that kind of stuff that workers should be guaranteed instead of this in the shadows nonsense.
That's a lot on prostitution.
Yeah. Well,
Robert Kraft would love you.
he does.
He does?
What do you think? Introduce him to that massage parlor.
Right? But no, I watch a lot of these things and I see some crazy shit. So I listen to Harris Football. You know who he is? Christopher Harris. He used to work for ESPN. Really good. He's a very big. I like his film analysis. He watches every player. He says he does at least, and it's good. Like he's really like has these rules where like until August he doesn't talk about ADP or any of these things. He talks about just like theory. It's weird. But he has.
Why doesn't he talk about ADP?
Because he doesn't. He wants to just make his opinion of these players. It's a big stance that he like he digs himself into a hole, which I want to talk about the ADP.
It seems a little myopic.
It is, and also the ad reads, bro. And like there's nothing for 12 minutes. It's about ad reads and all this shit. And he's not funny. Like I'm funny. We're fucking funny. I can promise you. Like not always. Right now I'm not being funny. My shirt's funny.
It's hilarious.
But it's way better than that. And like you gotta fast forward 12 minutes to get to his terrible guest. And sometimes he has good guys for fantasy pros.
Should also
but
watch
sometimes
this
he has
because there's no ads.
no ads, none of that shit.
Doing this for the love of the game.
Although we did have a sponsor once.
Who?
Me and Kappa, Goldfish.
Gold, like the
cracker.
crack. You're kidding.
Yeah, dude.
For real?
No.
Oh, damn.
Well, we made them our sponsor,
Okay.
and they sued us
No, they
because they
didn't.
didn't want to be a part of our.
Seriously?
Yeah.
They give you a
No,
cease
I'm
and
fucking with
desist.
you
Okay.
again. But
Yeah.
they were our sponsor for like 10 episodes, and our content was like so crazy that they would have sued us if we kept it.
Okay.
Right?
So they were like your honorary sponsor.
I mean, we did a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah.
He saw it. If you've been watching from the beginning, the two of you, Ben, you know how crazy the show was. It was as crazy as Quentin Tarantino filming a movie, and after it's all filmed, being like, I can't put this out. This is too racist. This is too, like, cutting edge. Or a porn star, like, filming a porn. Jenna Jameson being like, nope, I look like a whore. No. Me and Kappa filmed some episodes where we did not put them out because it was that bad.
Wow. That's
And I'll explain to you off camera what
okay.
it was.
All right.
Where, I'm saying, that's saying
That's
something.
wild.
But guess what?
Buried in the archives.
That's what we do. Deep sleepers coming at you right now. We have 10, 15 names? What do I have?
I've got.
It's like 15 names.
15, yeah, 15.
All right, we're going to rock through these. How do you have them organized?
Quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers.
All right,
and-
same.
Okay.
We're going to start with quarter. I'm going to actually start with my first guy, not a quarterback, because he's on the title of the thumbnail. Ben Sinnott.
Okay, I thought
Is
about
it
it.
Sinnott?
I
It's
think
Sinnott.
it's Sinnott.
Sinnott.
Yeah.
Ben Sinnott. Tight end 39.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the ultimate stash. If you have a deep league and you want to take a backup tight end, which I never take, this dude, you remember Trey McBride 2 years ago, right?
Yes. Oh, I remember.
Second round pick, right, out of Colorado State.
Mhm.
Ben Sinnott, second round pick, last year. So
Where did you go to college? I'll look it up.
Kansas State,
Kansas State. Okay, thank you.
second round pick. You know who was in front of Trey McBride in Arizona?
I'm guessing it was Zach Ertz.
And who's in front of Ben Sinnott?
I'm guessing it's. I know it's Zach Ertz. Yeah.
Now, what do you think of the player? Just so you know, what do you think? Because I like the player. He's a badass blocker.
He's a great blocker. He's got good hands. The biggest challenge is I think he's got like 10 career catches, but that's why he's a deep sleeper.
Played 1
right?
year.
Yeah, I know. It's tough though. Like he couldn't overcome Zach Ertz.
But Zach Ertz was like a fucking pinnacle last year.
I know, Zach Ertz
needed him for rookie
was
quarterback.
a stud.
But Zach Ertz is toast.
Yes. I mean, maybe. Like, Zach Ertz is still one on the depth chart there, so that's the problem.
If for some reason Zach Ertz gets hurt,
look,
he overtakes him. He is a top 8 tight end.
Yeah, Ben Sinnott is
right?
on top 10, probably.
Okay, that's fucking good.
Yeah, Ben Sinnott's on my list. He's the last
really?
guy literally on my list. Ben
what?
Sinnott, yeah. See?
Wand of trust!
Wand of trust. Yeah. I'm just trying to kind of think of through the other case.
Changing the functions.
Because
I want the constant vibration.
Did you read the manual?
No.
Well, got to read the manual.
Yeah. Okay.
The challenge is all of these guys, they're cut candidates after 1-2 weeks right off the bat. But
well, tight end 39 is not even close to drafted. That's why he's a deep sleep.
Okay.
We're talking about ADP of 300. Like, he's not even drafted in best ball. I take him because no one's taking him, and like he has a chance to be a top 12 tight end.
He does.
I mean,
That's why he's on the list.
And also, he could run himself into 4 or 5 touchdowns just as a tight end 2 role. Okay, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Just whatever, dude.
Okay.
All right, let's go to quarterbacks.
This is why these are deep sleepers, right? You could make it the
That's
downside
the deepest
case.
of sleeper.
Yeah.
He's tight end 39, dude. No one drafts us
41.
after tight end 20 in redraft.
True.
Who's your quarterbacks?
Cam Ward.
You have 2?
Quarterback 25.
Give me both your quarterbacks.
Cam Ward and Geno Smith.
So we have Cam Ward 25, quarterback 25, and Geno Smith 26. I like those.
I think there's Cam Ward especially. We know what he did at Washington State. We know what he did at Miami. He's walking into a situation in Tennessee that isn't all that good, but Cam Ward is a professional. This dude is going to come in and know how to play quarterback better than virtually anybody else. He's probably the most pro-ready.
Better than Will Levis?
Will Levis.
Who's out for the year, by the way. This is
shoulder
surgery.
Yeah, shoulder surgery. So I love Cam Ward this year. There's no point in drafting him, obviously, but if he starts to show, if Cam Ward shows comes out and rocks it in week 1, I'm swooping him up.
And also just bear in mind, Superflex is a thing, and I play a couple Superflex leagues, and that's an ideal target because he's not losing his job, and maybe there was a chance early before the injury to the douchebag. I'm going to call him a douchebag. He's not losing his job now. He wasn't going to lose it before. And Geno Smith they brought him in for a reason. Pete Carroll loves him. You like what the Raiders are doing, right?
I do like what the Raiders are doing, yeah.
Quarterback 26, he is going to finish higher than that.
Yeah, he will finish higher than
Aiden
that.
O'Connell?
Yeah, I was trying to remember who
they got rid of.
So Geno Smith is not losing his job.
No,
either.
No, and a decent amount of weapons, man. You got Jacoby Myers, you have Brock Bowers, you have a good running game. You have Trey Tucker.
Yeah, and who's the guy they drafted?
Dante Thornton.
Yeah,
and Jack Batch.
Jack Batch. That's the guy I was thinking of. Yeah, from TCU. Yeah, who are your quarterbacks?
It's good enough. I have Anthony Richardson, which is crazy. He's a sleeper at quarterback 30. And this is the guy I do want to roster in a deep league as my second quarterback. I don't ever take second quarterbacks. But if it's a 4 for passing touchdown, standard-ass quarterback scoring league, and I take a Baker Mayfield or I take a Justin Fields, maybe not Justin Fields, I don't take Fields and Richardson, but I take Brock Purdy or something, right? And I wait at quarterback. My last pick is going to be Anthony Richardson because when he is a starter, you know what Anthony Richardson is going to be? A quarterback 1.
Taking breaks on the field?
He's bad, but he's a quarterback 1 in fantasy.
Remember he pulled himself out of the game last year?
But he's always a quarterback 1 in fantasy, right? He's averaging 0.95 rushing touchdowns a game when he plays. Every game he plays, he scores a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Quarterback 30, he's free. He is a top 12 quarterback. If Anthony Richardson starting week 7, let's say Daniel Jones hurts his hip helping an old lady across the street.
Yep.
And Daniel Jones, with those weapons, pretty good weapons, mind you, decent O-line, bad division, and are you starting him or are you starting Dak Prescott?
Richardson. It's not even close.
Okay, well, Dak Prescott for me is like quarterback 13.
Yeah.
So
no, it's Richardson. I agree. I'm not disagreeing. I'm
the last name I have here again. This is deep sleepers. I'm going deep, It is Jalen Milroe. And this is a bet against Sam Darnold. And Jalen Milroe has I'm going to call it a faster Jalen Hurts comp.
He's a tiny guy.
I get it. He's not that tiny. He's like 210.
He's got a thin frame.
Okay. Well, he's fast as shit.
He is fast.
Scrambling quarterback. Like, again, in a Superflex league, in the last pick as your fourth quarterback or a guy to keep an eye on. Some of these aren't guys that draft. This is a deep sleeper show to get you on some guys. Jalen Milroe has a chance to, if the Seahawks suck and they are 4-8, why would the fuck would they play Sam Darnold? They get out of that contract after 1 year. He's bad, right?
Yeah.
Or if Sam Darnold gets hurt, Jalen Milroe, bro, good arm, really raw, but he's just going to run. He's going to have 40 yards rushing a game. Give me Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, the challenge is Darnold needs to be bad, and Darnold looked pretty good last year, but
with Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay, that's a bad bet. Is that Sam Darnold's great?
So, would you pick up Jalen Milroe if they announced that Sam Darnold is no longer a starter, or if he got injured? Would you pick him up?
I would put Jalen Milroe as the top 18 quarterback.
Would you play
without
him?
even seeing him?
Would you play him?
Well, this is why it's speculation.
Yeah.
But like the rushing quarterback is a cheat code, man.
Yeah.
And what's he gonna do? Pass? No. And there's decent weapons there. All day. What do you got? You got running backs next?
I do have running backs next.
All right.
You want to list all 5 of them, or how do you want to do this?
Give me your first. We'll go back.
Tyler Algier, RB50.
Okay.
Come on. I mean,
it's not really a deep sleeper.
You said 50 plus.
I
He's
did.
I
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to highlight.
I'm a Tyler Algier guy.
I want to highlight that it's not a deep sleeper. He's not even really a sleeper, but this is a guy that you should definitely draft and keep on your team because he's got some very minimal but some standalone value, and it's entirely upside given. If
the number one
Bijan, if Bijan goes down, it's the Tyler Algier show.
Tyler Algier is a top 6 to 7 running back in fantasy.
Don't forget,
right?
I wouldn't go that high.
What do you mean?
Top 10.
Who's
12.
behind him?
In terms of like
depth chart.
Oh, nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's like 70% of what Bijan is. He's not even close.
Well, 70% of Bijan is a top 7 running back.
Yeah, I think it's top 12. Either way, he's an RB1.
I don't know, man.
So yeah,
he had 1,000 yards his rookie year. I'm telling you, Tyler Algier is going nuclear, dude. Did you not see what Zach Charbonnet did last year when Kenneth Walker did get down?
That's true.
Who's a better player, Tyler Algier? Who? Okay, it's the same situation, right? Charbonnet last year.
They're almost the exact same situation.
There you go. And Zach Charbonnet was a top 6 running back those weeks. Yeah. Or is he not? Have you not seen what Alexander Madison did with the Minnesota?
Yeah.
I know he's awful. Like again, Charbonnet's good. Madison bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Algier good.
Algier great.
Top 6.
Madison
okay, top
bad.
6 is maybe he's an RB1.
He is for sure an RB1.
Easy RB1.
Yeah.
All right, my first name here, Marshawn Lloyd. I see that you have
Emmanuel Wilson.
Emmanuel Wilson.
Yeah.
So Marshawn Lloyd is RB58. Emmanuel Wilson RB87.
Yeah.
I get that Emmanuel Wilson was a thorn in the side the first 6 weeks of Josh Jacobs, but Marshawn Lloyd is hurt.
Yeah.
He's a big, athletic, pass-catching running back out of USC that they drafted, I think, in the 3rd round.
Yeah. Let's find out.
And give me Marshawn Lloyd, man, because they had plans for him, and I'm not saying like week to week without an injury, Marshawn Lloyd's gonna be a thing. I think that Marshawn Lloyd is a possible 30% snap share guy, and we're talking about RB58. That is late. I mean, give me Algier all day over him. Give me handcuffs over him all day. But he's going later than the handcuffs. Algier is actually somehow the latest of the handcuffs going, because the other guys have more standalone value, right? Your Rashad Whites and like those guys. But Marshawn Lloyd has extreme upside.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of I like the price on Emmanuel. He's my 5th of these sleepers.
Yes,
RB87.
I like the price there too.
Not drafted. I like that running game, and I like it a lot. So I would agree. Marshawn Lloyd is probably the guy to own, but I think if Jacobs goes down, it's going to be more of a committee than it would be a one guy kind of.
This
thing.
is not a Tyler Algier situation. I understand that, but he's a dynamic player that can catch passes.
Marshawn Lloyd is
Wilson
also
looked well last year. He looked good.
He did look good, and Marshawn Lloyd has some injury concerns.
I actually missed my first guy. I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, okay.
It's Roshan Johnson. RB54.
Big boy.
It's the inherent upside of what we saw with Jamal Williams the first year in Detroit, right? the RB2
Right.
on.
If you
Ben-
assume
Ben
that Ben
Johnson's
Johnson
offense.
is going to,
Well, okay, so then DeAndre Swift should be RB9 then.
I mean, I don't know.
We just don't know who the guy is.
I don't know.
I
That,
just don't think it's Kyle Monunga.
I don't know that we can just attribute. We can just take what Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson did in Detroit and just plop it right into Chicago.
Or what the
I think
offense is
people.
gonna do. I
Yeah, I
understand.
understand. I think people are making a ton of assumptions.
Where are the touches going to go?
I mean, well, how
Touch
many-
share, right now,
Yeah,
on the spot. DeAndre Swift. Touch share.
60%.
Okay. What about the other 40%?
25 to Roshan Johnson and 15 to what's his name.
That's not what they do, though.
You don't think so?
That's not what they have done.
That's not what.
It's been two guys. It's been two. It's been the starter and the other guy.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And usually the other guy is the scat back, the DeAndre Swift role that gets less of the 50%.
Right.
This is going to be more of Swift. I'm not saying that it's not going to
Kyle
be more
Monunga,
Swift.
that's
I understand that. I
yeah.
said that.
Also, Travis Homer still.
Okay. Special
Yeah.
teams guy.
What's he at? RB what?
54.
54.
Love it at best ball, too.
It's not bad. I like it at best ball quite a bit.
No, but I like it, dude. I like the fact it's betting on the Bears' offense is what this is. What if they are the new Detroit? I'm just saying. What if they're the new Detroit?
If they're the new Detroit,
And
so
he
he's
is the
what
new Jamal Williams.
the Knuckles or the Sonic?
He's Knuckles.
Which one's the Pounder?
Knuckles is the pounder.
Okay.
He's the Knuckles.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really want much to do with that Bears offense, just in general. And for
RB 54, that's an RB 5, dude.
yeah,
He's in their bench. He's not even a handcuff. But
I don't
unlike
thi-
Tyler Algier, no offense to Tyler Algier, without an injury, I feel like Roshan Johnson, there's a path for him to be an RB2.
okay,
We've seen it. Dude, Jamal Williams scored 16 touchdowns.
it's true.
Are you denying that?
No, I'm well
You
aware
think
of that.
David Montgomery is a great player?
No.
Okay,
He's a good
better
player.
than Roshan Johnson,
He's a
but
good
like,
player.
how great is... I'm saying Roshan Johnson is way closer. Okay, Jamal Williams or Roshan Johnson, who's a better player? Athletically, it's Roshan Johnson.
Right.
Jamal Williams is the fan favorite, like a locker room guy.
He's
like,
looking good.
Hey, what, dude? What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, that's fine.
We've seen it,
That's
right?
fair. Yeah, I just
And that was like when Detroit wasn't even Detroit. That was like the first year of Detroit being like good, right? They were 8-8,
Yeah.
8-9.
I have concerns about taking him, expecting standalone value.
I don't give a fuck. Wide receiver 50 or running back 54. Fuck you.
Okay.
Who's your next guy?
Jerome. Okay, so caveat here because this list was made last week before the Quinshon Judkins news came out.
Yeah.
So it's Jerome Ford at RB 56. I don't know that you can consider him a sleeper anymore, but
You can. He's not really getting propped up.
well, I was
Yeah.
surprised that his ADP only jumped 2,
4 running back spots or something.
not even
Yeah,
2. I
that's
think
crazy.
that's wild
Yeah.
to me.
It should go way up.
Yeah, so it didn't, and that tells me that he's being undervalued. That there's opportunities. We have seen Jerome Ford be a steady Eddie, a workhorse, not a workhorse, but a regular contributor in the backfield for Cleveland in the past. They're going to need some continuity somewhere along the line, down the line. So for me, Jerome Ford down there at RB 56, yeah, it's worth a shot. Especially
I like
considering that like week 1, you're almost guaranteed to have the starter for Cleveland right out of the bat, right out of the gate.
I like it. Well, 50-50 split, but like
True.
they need to go with a veteran. The team sucks.
That's what I'm saying. They need some continuity. They need somebody to be the anchor there.
Yeah. My next guy, Taj Brooks. Or no, sorry, Will Shipley, RB 66. Who's the handcuff in Philly? Do they have one?
No. I mean, what's his name? God.
Quadzilla?
No, he catches it. I don't think.
Ken Gainwell's gone.
No, it's the other guy. I don't think Dylan's a lock to make that team.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's Will Shipley.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like that one a lot. I think-
RB 66.
Go back and watch his film from
I
college.
love
Clemson.
the Kenneth Gainwell role. I like this in best ball as well. But now it's hard for me just to say that if Saquon Barkley gets hurt, they're just going to roll with Will Shipley as their starting running back.
Right.
But he's going to be on the plus side of a timeshare. And he is a poor, I emphasize 3 pours, poor man's version of Christian McCaffrey. Not just saying that because he's white. He's a good pass-catching running back that can run between the tackles.
Yep.
He's slow. McCaffrey is not really that fast. Never been that fast. He's not a 40 guy, right?
That's why he's got calf problems.
Will Shipley's not that great, but he's tied to that offense. And give me Will Shipley at RB 66 all day long.
Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. I think Will Shipley's a good player.
Is he the handcuff?
And you're getting pieces of that Eagles offense. He won't, again, you're talking like probably a 60% opportunity share if Barkley goes down. There's no standalone value, but this is.
And a 25% opportunity share with Barkley's playing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's anything.
They're not going to give Barkley another 350 touches.
That's something,
they just
dude.
can't.
They don't put Barkley in the 2-minute drill. They don't do it in as much in third downs. Like, Shipley's going to see the field. And they drafted him. They believe in him. He is definitely a coach's pet. Would you agree?
Yeah. I mean,
Will Shipley, bro.
Yeah, I like it. My next guy is insert Dallas last running back here, whether it's Miles Sanders or Jaden Blue. I do not think that Javonte Williams is going to keep that job for long.
I like it.
I think that this team is going to be needing to play from behind. I don't have strong. I'm very concerned about their defense. I don't think they're going to be a very good team. I think you're going to have upside when it comes to pass catching. So once Javonte Williams is out of the picture, give me one of the two. I'm looking at halfway between Jaden Blue, halfway between Miles Sanders. Somebody's got to be there in the backfield, and it's not it. Somebody's got to be the guy, and it won't be.
I love Miles Sanders. I love
Miles
Miles Sanders. He sucks.
Yeah.
He's done. He's dust.
So then give me Jaden Blue. If you don't like him, take Jaden Blue.
Or Javonte Williams.
Oh, come on, man. He's dust.
He's almost a sleeper because running back 35 is almost there.
Close. Yeah, but at Sanders.
Give me your last name at running back because I have wide receivers next.
Sure, it's Devin Neal, the running back for the Saints.
You don't think it's Kendrick Miller?
No.
He's bad.
They don't like him.
Well,
for whatever reason, they don't like him.
And they're not tied to him.
Yeah, there's no.
Devin Neal is he a rookie? He's a
rookie from Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was drafted last year, but.
No. He's.
Yeah, he's really slow too, though.
Yeah.
He is Kendrick Miller.
But.
So this is just an anti-Kendrick Miller take.
I hate it. I hate to say it, but Kendrick, they don't like him. He's never shown anything on the field.
I know, he's
never
injury prone.
Yeah.
I get it.
So and again, this is a bad team, but I think you're going to see a ton of dump offs. This is all like, if Alvin Kamara has reached the cliff. I don't think he has, but if he's reached the cliff, if he gets hurt, whatever happens, it's not Kendrick Miller. Kendrick Miller won't be the guy. So give me Devin Neal.
All right. I don't know what to say about that one.
Yeah.
Wide receivers. First one, Michael Wilson, wide receiver 75. I touted him last
funny.
year. You haven't?
No.
Oh, why is it funny?
Because I was never a big fan of him last year, and
He killed it last year.
he did okay.
What do you mean?
Where did he end up?
Like wide receiver 50 something, and he was drafted wide receiver 80?
So why is he being drafted so low?
Nothing's changed there.
That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. It's weird because he's like a floor play. He's not an upside play like a lot of these guys were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you could say it's more of a best ball thing because I love him in best ball as well. Because he's going to have 4, 5, 6 touchdowns because that's what he does.
Yeah.
He's the second receiver there in Arizona. And the reason it's kind of an upside play is if Trey McBride or Harrison gets hurt or the offense goes nuclear, he could catch 8 touchdowns.
He could.
I think he's a good player. I know he's a good player. He's a steady player.
There's a possibility for standalone value there.
He's good. And wide receiver 75, like I doubt there's any world where he's wide receiver 36. There's no way. I don't think.
Go.
But I feel like there's a good chance he's in the high 40s, which I don't even know what we're talking about. Like it's not like great, but like when you can get a guy that like increases by 30 spots, that's a deep sleeper to me.
Sure.
Right? Like it's a good name to pay attention to. If you play a deep league, a 12-team league, where you start 4 receivers in the flex on bye weeks as your last pick, yeah. I don't like taking guys like that. I take handcuff running backs, but yeah, I like it.
Okay.
What do you got?
Alec Pierce, Indianapolis Colts.
He's the best ball guy for me.
Yeah, wide receiver 73. I'm less confident that it'll be Daniel Jones to start the season today than I was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But if it is Daniel Jones, we don't know who he's going to have a connection with.
I like it. I like Alec Pierce more with
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, deep ball.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones doesn't throw the ball downfield.
Oh, he's got a fairly good arm.
I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm saying he doesn't see the field.
I mean,
he dumps the ball down. Anthony Richardson is incapable of throwing an 8-yard pass, so he only throws it downfield. Right?
It is wild that the guy can either only.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like Alec Pierce's volume would probably be better with Daniel Jones, but his upside is better with Richardson, right?
Yeah, I'm not really.
I love Alec
really have an interest in Michael Pittman, and I know what's his name is kind of the hotness right now.
Josh Downs.
Yeah, Josh Downs. Thank you.
They're both good players.
But Alec Pierce being this late, I'll take him at wide receiver 73 and see what happens there.
Michael Pittman is the consummate pro. That dude's a badass. He played with a broken back last year.
That's true.
Josh Downs is a metrics darling. Like, he is.
Yeah, the metrics
Antonio
community
Brown.
loves him.
Like Antonio Brown, they say. Like, I don't think he is. He's a good player. He's more situational. And they have Pierce is their deep threat. And they have and the guy from Texas.
Adonai Mitchell.
Adonai Mitchell, who they drafted in the second round, who should have gone higher, but he's a knucklehead.
Yeah.
Right? He is your Jermaine Burton. So if they start losing, I think Mitchell sees the field more. If they're winning, Pierce keeps his job as the field stretcher. And he is a fucking vertical leap monster. He's a beast.
He is.
Pierce is a beast.
I mean, he's a...
And I love it at the ADP. Again, more of a best ball guy for me. But, like, I like the upside there. It's hard for me to ever want to start a Colts deep threat.
I mean, at this point, like, when you're talking
We're
wide
talking
receiver
about deep
7
threat.
plus,
I mean,
it's all upside.
We're like arguing against our own exercise. We're going really deep guys, right? It's hard to find.
Right.
Next guy here, Alec Io Manor. Your dude, my dude.
Look, what does that say right there? Alec Io Manor.
Wide receiver 87.
Yeah.
I am going to bring out
The one to
trust.
trust.
Io Manor, what do you think about him?
I like him. I like the tape. I saw him play at Stanford. He had a 280-yard game couple years ago.
One-handed catches. He's a beast.
He's a big...
And Tyler Lockett's dust.
Yeah,
Right?
Tyler Lockett is 100% dust. Traylon Burks is nothing in this league. So what does that leave? That leaves Calvin Ridley, who is on the wrong side of the AJ Packs.
Who else does it leave?
Chiga Kwanku.
Okay, well,
we've got to bring it all back to Chiga Kwanku.
Yeah.
So Alec, his name's Alec Manor, is a really good player. He's a bit raw, especially as a route runner, but he's a beast of a guy. And if he can make a connection with Cam Ward, man, we watch out. You're looking at 7-8 touchdowns in his rookie year.
And it's not like they're the fucking Dallas Cowboys or the Eagles. Like, raw doesn't matter. You're the Titans. You're gonna win 5 games this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter if you're playing a raw player? Like, I know, like, you want to have some like steady guys who you're rookie early on in Cam Ward, but like, get your guys out there, see what you have, and like, he's
why are they gonna roll out Tyler Lockett
after week 5?
Yeah, it makes zero sense. I get why you want him there in the locker room, but
I get it.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay, so next guy, Dimey Brown, wide receiver 91.
He had some stretches last year
In the playoffs. Yeah, and he was drafted very highly. Jaguars third receiver, third round.
Okay.
But wide receiver 91. Again, I love this in best ball because he's just going to be running go routes. He's a fitness junkie, as they call him, right? He's just, hey, run and go. And
Do we know how many touchdowns he had last year?
no, only like 3, but he had a really good playoff run, and they paid him a bag, bro.
Yeah.
And here's my thing. There's 2 ways Dimey Brown dominates. Option 1, Travis Hunter only plays the 55% snap share or whatever that because he's playing defense.
Right.
And he is on the field like every snap because they have nobody else behind them. Option 2, okay, Travis Hunter plays a lot, but Liam Cohen does what he did with Tampa Bay, and he is still on the field as a third receiver. In terms of, he's actually the second receiver where Hunter comes in as a third. In terms of like, he is playing X, and the other guys are interchangeable, and he's still playing 80%, and their offense goes nuclear, and Trevor Lawrence throws 34 touchdowns.
I think there's even opportunity, even if the Jaguars are halfway decent and they're in looking at the postseason and the defense starts to struggle at all, you get Travis Hunter playing more on defense, playing in a nickel package, dime package, whatever it is, and he takes his offensive snap share from 90% down to 75%. That is more opportunity for Dimey Brown.
But either way, I think Dimey Brown's on the field like 80% of the time.
Yeah, listen. So, first playoff appearance, he had 5 receptions for 89 and a touchdown, and then 6 receptions for 98 in the week after. So
I know it's a small sample size.
it is, but yeah, I'm telling you,
they
he had
drafted him high,
stretches.
and they paid him. He's going to be on the field. They get rid of Christian Kirk. Like,
1 year, $10 million contract.
Yeah, they have no one else behind him. So, I just at wide receiver 91. And if something happens, Brian, I mean, it's not about injuries, but like, we're talking about wide receiver. We're talking about practice. Like, this is super late.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that I feel like is a good player. not a great player, a dynamic player. And Michael Wilson, this is similar to the Michael Wilson mold, but there's a little more upside with that offense, and he's a little more of a downfield player. So I love Danny Brown.
There you go. My next guy is Andre Yoshivas, our guy from Cincinnati.
You know it's my guy.
Yeah. Wide receiver 82 for a guy who has shown rapport with Joe Burrow. I'm very bullish on the Bengals offense this year. I think Joe Burrow is going to have an outstanding season. I think Jamar Chase is going to be the number one wide receiver again this year. I know it's hard to repeat. And I have concerns about T. Higgins staying healthy. And in order to keep their foot on the gas, they're going to need somebody to step up.
Either way, he's going to be the third receiver.
Yeah.
Right?
He's already slotted in as the third receiver. So
that's
he
touchdown upside,
plays
right?
in 3 wide receiver
and that's
sets.
8 touchdown upside.
Yeah. I think he's got standalone value.
Yes,
I think that team is going to be going nuclear at times.
My issue with Yoshi Vash, and as you know, I draft him in best ball everywhere, is with an injury, I don't know how much his role changes because my next guy, Jermaine Burton,
Oh, nice.
knucklehead, might not make the team.
Knucklehead extraordinaire.
Wide receiver 109 for Jermaine Burton. So we'll talk these two out together.
Okay.
I don't know how much Yoshi Vash's role changes with an injury to Chase or Higgins. I know Burton would see the field a lot because he's a dynamic player.
Yeah.
Now,
Burton.
I like Yoshi as a floor play. I like Burton as an upside play. Both of them are going to destroy their ADP because it's not only going to go to those two guys and Gesicki.
Where's Burton at? Wide receiver what?
109. So I like taking both of them best ball.
Yeah.
Like Yoshi is more of like the wide receiver 6, wide receiver 7 in terms of best ball as like the floor. Get you 7, 8, 9 points and catch a touchdown. I don't know, 7 different weeks. 6. He's going to have a lot of touchdowns.
Right.
For where he's drafted. Burton is more of like he might get cut, but Jermaine Burton could go nuclear. And when I say nuclear, being drafted at 109, like 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's nuclear.
700 is pretty aggressive.
But
I easily
if there's an injury.
I easily see the 5 touchdowns. Yeah.
If there's an injury.
I suppose you're right. Yeah, they're going to have to throw for
like Jermaine Burton, though, is going they do play 4 wide receiver sets. Mm-hmm. Jermaine Burton's a very athletic player. They drafted him in the 3rd round for a reason. That was a mistake. But you know what? It's also the Bengals, and like they paid the guy, and they're gonna fucking if they pay somebody, they're gonna fucking put him on the field.
Yeah.
And I like both. There's no one else is more of a Yoshi guy than me. You were early on.
I love Yoshi. I love saying it. Yoshi.
You do, and you talked about last year a bunch. And you also talked up fucking
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua. Like those are your two guys, and they both have. I mean, Puka's different, but like they have both crushed.
I think this year's Puka. I mean, there's nobody going to be this year's Puka, but Alec Ayamanor could be that guy this year. My next guy is Savion Williams for Green Bay. He's already made his way into
gadget.
Yeah, he's a gadget guy, but he made his way into a backup role. He's a rookie, so he's already second on the depth chart there of XYZ. He's one of the 2 over. So just at wide receiver 116, I'll take a shot on a guy that had when you've got a rotating nebulous wide receiver.
It's really late.
Yeah, why not?
That's really late. I like that. Jordan Whittingham.
Whittington.
I have Whittington written down. I said Whittingham. Jordan Whittington, wide receiver 111.
Yeah, you talked about him in the last pod.
Well, I talked about Tutu Atwell and best ball as my guy. In redraft and deep sleepers we're talking about here, Jordan Whittington. Like, I'll never start Tutu Atwell ever in redraft ever. There's no reason ever. His role is never going to change, right?
Right.
Jordan Whittington is going to go. We saw last year, man. If Puka Nacua gets hurt, or when Puka Nacua gets hurt, I should say, that's the dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's no behind Puka, Devontae, and Tutu. There's nobody else.
That's the dude.
I mean, they got the kid from Utah, Britton Covey, but everybody else.
That's the dude.
Yeah.
So he is if there is ever a handcuff wide receiver, would you agree this is it?
Yeah, it's
wide receiver.
We have seen that with the Rams too, where you can kind of a guy that's going to slot in and get you 75 to 80%.
McVay knows his roles,
yeah.
And that's why I like Tutu and best ball when they're healthy. He's going to be out there in 3 receiver sets.
He's listed as one of the 3. So
right, Whittington is going to be if any of the 3 get hurt, especially Puka, also Adams, and then Tutu on a lesser extent. Whittington's seeing the field a lot.
Yeah, he's got wild hair too.
He's a good player, man. He's a good blocker.
22 receptions for 293.
They give him end arounds. Like, he is that player. So a guy to keep an eye on. I mean, I don't know if you want to draft wide receiver 111.
No.
But I mean, wide receiver 111's ADP like 240.
Keep an eye
No
on that
league's
wide
that
receiver
deep.
room.
Even my league's not that deep.
No.
But I might take a shot on him in my 8th bench spot in a deep PPR league. And a guy to keep an eye on, 100%. Like, know his name.
Yeah.
Do you have another
Just
receiver?
like this guy, wide receiver 124, Ty Felton, out of
With a
Maryland from
suspension,
Minnesota.
possibly?
Yeah, well, we know there's a suspension coming.
Well, it's like
for
1 or
George
2
Addison.
games.
Yeah, I think it's 3. But either way, we know there's a suspension coming.
So you think Addison's getting 3 games?
Yeah.
And you think that Rasheed Rice is getting 4 games?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Just looking at the cases. Anyway, there's really nobody else.
This lawyer over here. Look at the lawyer story.
Put it in ChatGPT.
I'm going to.
We should ask them. So you got Jalen Naylor, Rondale Moore, and then a bunch of no names. Nobody that's really made a name for themselves in the league. Ty Felton was a really good receiver at Maryland. I don't think Justin Jefferson can be
A
replaced.
little bit of a Stephon Diggs count.
Yeah, this is.
He went to Maryland, too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I just
No,
my
I-
knowledge of the fucking people. You know what I mean? I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. This is
13 beers in, don't matter.
You say 14 max?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be fine.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, so just keep an eye out on that wide receiver room. When
You don't like Jalen Naylor?
I don't really care for Jalen Naylor. He's
Okay.
just a guy. Ty Felton's got explosiveness.
Okay.
He's got route running ability. He's got good hands.
Is he not like a kind of version of Tutu Atwell?
In terms of what, like
Player count. How big is he? Small.
6'1", 183. So
Yeah.
he's not
He's
small.
He's small. That's small.
He's
183. Tutu is like 150.
yeah, 183. He's like a Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith is taller, but 6'1" seems about right. Anyway, just keep that name in mind when Jordan Addison gets suspended. Ty Felton.
All right. I have one more receiver name. It's Jahan Dotson, wide receiver 137.
Jeez.
That's a deep sleeper, brother.
Is he still on the Colts?
No, he's in the fucking Eagles.
Oh, okay.
He's their 3rd receiver.
Oh,
They
that's
just
right.
don't ever play
Well,
3 receiver sets.
He almost caught the opening touchdown of the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
Yeah. Jahan Dotson's a good player out of Penn State. You know this.
I do know this, yeah.
And if anything happens, I know it's like they go more to the tight end or they go more to the running backs. But, dude, Jahan Dotson's a good player. Contract year. Wide receiver 137 for the 3rd receiver on the Eagles. I know that they didn't throw the ball at all last year. Their passing rates were like the lowest since like 1997. Dude.
Go back and look. It's wild how little they threw the ball last year.
It's literally since like the 90s. Dude.
Yeah.
So that's not going to happen again. Their defense has some holes in it. Jahan Dotson's going to see the field. I think. I mean, he had a great rookie year. He had like 8 touchdowns.
Commanders. I don't know why I
he
thought
had
Colts.
8
Commanders,
touchdowns
yeah.
with the Commanders, and then it was just bad. He's a good player.
He's a really good player.
He could definitely fill that Devonta Smith role. Wide receiver 137. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what that means because, like, from wide receiver 80 to 137 is all undrafted, like, free agent fodder. But a guy to just keep an eye on. Like,
First team All Big Ten in 2021.
dude, he was a badass. I loved him coming out.
Yeah.
So I just love that. Tight ends. Give me your. I only have one tight end.
We
left.
talked about Sinnott. So these guys are really deep, but you got Theo Johnson for the Giants.
Yeah.
Tight
Sorry.
end 30. We have
Only Daniel Bellinger's there, who's terrible.
Daniel Bellinger. The guy got poked in the eye last year.
He's bad.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. Theo Johnson out of Penn State, pretty good tight end. Certainly not what Jalen Warren or Tyler Warren did last year, but a pretty good tight end. If there's any connection between, I don't think Jackson Dart is going to play much this year, but if there's any connection there, it could be Theo Johnson. And then my last tight end, we talked about him earlier, it's Noah Gray. If Father Time has come for Travis Kelce, in fact, somebody's got to pick up the
Actually,
mantle.
he caught more touchdowns than Travis Kelce last year.
You
I
did
mentioned that.
mention that, yeah.
I love that as a tight end.
Tight end 34,
That's, oh,
yeah.
If Travis Kelce got hurt, God forbid,
God forbid.
Taylor Swift would cry. Fuck. That would be awesome. I mean, he'd be what? What would you rank him? Top 12, right?
Yeah, I was going to say 10 to 12 on a weekly basis, probably. I mean, he had, there's, I don't know, was he spot startable? Did Kelce get hurt 2 years ago? I can't remember. Anyway, Noah Gray,
It's the Taylor Algier
he
thing,
has
like,
flashed in
he's-
spots, and like I said, if
Knows the offense.
Kelsey
steady,
is actually that far gone, then
top 10 tight end.
Yeah.
100%.
Who's
I
your
love
last guy?
that. Kate Stover.
Kate from Ohio State, Kate Stover.
Yeah, he's on
I don't even know what team he's on.
Texans.
Okay.
He's real deep. Tight end 52.
Okay.
I go deep into this bitch. Kate Stover's a good player. He's a straight receiving tight end.
it was fine.
If
in
you
Ohio
notice,
State.
my other tight end was Ben Sinnott,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
You know what that is? I'm going against really bad aging tight ends ahead of them. And Dalton Schultz sucks.
He's bad.
This dude's better.
Yeah, let's see what he did last year.
He did nothing. He got hurt.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Didn't matter. Tight end 52.
He is a big boy, 247.
Keep an eye on this guy as a breakout candidate.
He caught a touchdown last year.
Okay.
15 receptions for 133
He
yards.
did more than Ben Sinnett. But
yes, he did. Yes,
I love Cade Stover. And tight end 52.
He was a solid contributor at Ohio State.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know it's not like the best comp for the college, but tight end 52. This dude's not on anyone's radar. I haven't heard anyone talk about Sinnett or Cade Stover in any. I listen to so many podcasts, and these are two guys. I know they need an injury. I don't think they need an injury. I think they need to see the field, and the coaches may be we're playing dinosaurs, and these dudes are way better. Let's slowly integrate them.
Integrate?
In more.
Yeah.
Boom. Cade Stover.
Yep. And if Kincaid gets hurt?
Not Kincaid.
I'm sorry. Schultz gets hurt?
We're both drunk.
And
He's not even drinking.
Yeah. Those guys are interchangeable to me.
Those two. He is Dalton Kincaid.
I'm saying Kincaid and what's his name?
I'm saying Cade Stover is Kincaid. Right?
Kincaid had a better college career than Cade Stover.
I don't know, man. Stover was a second round pick.
Yeah, but.
Right? Wasn't he a second rounder?
I don't remember.
You have him up there. You have some other cooking thing up there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, those are the deep sleepers, and we have one more show we're gonna do. We're gonna read some comments. You can look up Cade Stover.
I am looking.
Do you have OnlyFans? Thanks, man.
I
That was
wish.
some random guy. I don't.
Fourth round pick,
Packers.
Cade Stover.
Fourth round pick. That's not good. That's not good. His passing touchdown is only 20.5. Fields is 15.5 TDs. Yeah, but the Fields rushing thing is way more than Kyler. Kyler is going to have 700 rushing yards, right?
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, I would say.
Fields has 1,200 rushing. Dude, he has the second highest rushing.
I don't know 1,200, but
he has the second highest of all time.
Yeah.
At 1,100. That's a fact.
Kyler Murray is, I don't know.
Goldfish, thanks, Caps. You have to lock one into your flex all year. Ray Davis, Tank Bigsby, Javonte Williams.
Ray Davis.
Javonte Williams.
It's Ray Davis.
No. Okay.
Ray Davis. I mean, as good as the Bills' offense is, they give Ray Davis plenty of touches. They give him touchdown opportunities. I'm going to take Javonte Williams on a suspect.
Yeah, probably the starter. Any wide receiver handcuffs, a.k.a. a wide receiver that's an injury away from impactful fantasy performances. We mentioned a bunch of them.
Yeah, go back and watch that. Cause that's,
well, he's watching, so I love that. Most likely to have a top 3 fantasy season, 4 for passing touchdown. Kyler, Fields, Caleb Williams.
Kyler. No, Fields. I change it.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Dude, those are so tough.
It's not Caleb Williams.
Well, you hate Kyler, so there it is. Who has the most receiving TDs? Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, or Zay Flowers? A really good question. It can't be Zay. I mean, right? You can't. They don't use him in the red zone. It's got to be Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I mean.
He ate last year. He was awful.
Yeah. Any
I
step
think
forward.
Garrett Wilson can score 12. I think Marvin can score 12. 12 for Marvin, 10 for Garrett, 8 for Flowers.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, 12 is a lot. 12 is a lot.
He had 8 last year and he was awful.
Yeah, but 12 is a lot.
He had 8 last year and he was awful.
Right. So what makes you think he's going to be any better?
Oh, if he's better, he'll have more touchdowns.
If he's worse, he'll have fewer touchdowns.
Do you guys have OnlyFans from? Yeah, we do. I do actually. You don't want to. You don't want to subscribe to that. Just so you know. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Please don't. All right. Run Roundtable.
All right, last one.
4th episode.
Bang it out.
Quarterback tiers.
Okay.
We're gonna go through some quarterback tiers here. I have a stat of the day for you. How many rushes inside the 5-yard line did Lamar Jackson have last year?
How many rushes inside the 5-yard line did Lamar Jackson have last year? I'm going to go with 15.
0.
What?
Yeah, 0. He doesn't run inside the 5.
I guess Derrick Henry, man.
0.
How many did he have the year before? Any idea?
Never a lot.
Go.
Never a lot. Now that's a concern.
They don't QB sneak him.
That's a concern. What it does is he scrambles around and throws a touchdown pass to Isaiah Likely. But that's a concern to me because
For Lamar?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in win now mode in terms of Are they worried about making the playoffs? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
They've got the second best odds to win. Maybe
So,
second or third best odds to win.
Is
the Super
that
Bowl.
going to change now? Is he all of a sudden going to have 12? So this rushing touchdown,
The only
I think
thing
he had 6
The
or 7
only thing
last
that will
year.
change is if Derrick Henry is not Derrick Henry anymore, and I don't think that's
Derrick
the case.
Henry's never not going to be Derrick Henry. He's like at least good in the goal line.
Man,
Jesus.
I don't know. Like
He's not going to be bad in the goal line though. He's going to be slower. That doesn't affect your goal line.
I can't wait for Derrick Henry to stiff arm somebody into the ground.
Yeah, I can't wait.
This
Anyway,
year.
so the answer is 0,
0.
and that's not going to change. He never
I
has.
should have
a
known
lot.
that was a trick question.
That's a very dangerous stat though.
Yeah, but
Because if he doesn't throw for 35 touchdowns, and he maybe doesn't have 750 rushing yards, he has 600. Lamar Jackson's pedestrian for where you're drafting him.
what has his QB finishes been just in fantasy?
Very inconsistent because he's had multiple quarterback ones, both MVP seasons. Last year wasn't MVP season, but it should have been, or did he win it? I don't even know. I feel like they both should have won it.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of quarterback 5, and he's going quarterback 2. So I have a problem with that.
I mean, he was QB1 last year despite no rushing touchdowns.
I'll put it up in the graphic, but I have a
Okay.
bonus question for you. I'm asking you questions right now.
Okay.
How far can you drop a cat and have it survive? Like, how far can you drop a cat from? Does it
So,
just lay on their feet?
yeah, there's an interesting thing about cats in particular. They are able to orient their body in a certain way when they're falling to minimize the impact.
Or
So-
dogs like this land in their fucking face.
Yeah, a dog will land on its face and that's
They're
it.
down.
Right. It's the same with like squirrels and animals like that. So
And they weigh
you
less.
could drop a cat off like a 20-story building.
It's like the kid that like falls on a skateboard, doesn't get hurt, and when an adult falls, they like break their elbow. But,
That's
like,
because we're all worried about getting hurt.
what's
so we
your fucking
stiffen up.
answer,
20
Story?
stories.
32 stories.
All right. Well,
320 feet? It's insane.
Yeah.
Who also tested this theory?
I don't know.
I want to fucking find that person.
Some kind of like probably John Wayne Gacy.
I'm not a cat person. I didn't do it, by the way. But I
Good.
feel like that's crazy to me. Like, dude, we fall
Yeah.
from 30 feet and we're fucked.
Yeah,
If we fall from 50 feet, we die, right? Like,
almost certainly.
but a cat
50,
can.
I mean, not a lot of people survive from 50 feet.
But a cat can go from 320 feet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, this
Yeah.
is quarterback
I
tiers.
knew that it was a high thing.
It's a very high thing. We're going to go quarterback tiers here on Fantasy Pros ECR. We're going to break down what they have, what we think, all the good stuff. Pay
Might
attention.
be changing some
Pay attention.
rankings on the fly. Some
And
tiers
cats
on the
can literally survive like a fuckload. So, yeah.
fly. I hate to be that cat that they took up to the
Do you like
33rd
cats?
floor. Yeah, I don't mind them.
Fuck cats.
Okay.
All right. First tier. 4 guys. Josh Allen 1, Lamar 2, Jaden Daniels 3, Jalen Hurts 4. Any issues with that? Any rearranging? Are they all pretty steady?
It's pretty steady. I think that Josh Allen is the biggest X factor at quarterback. So if you're going to go early, get that guy. I think Lamar's right there with him. Jaden Daniels is probably close to that too. Jalen Hurts is the one guy that's a little suspect on this just because of how little they throw and how little he runs relative to the other guys.
He was still quarterback 6 last
I
year
know.
with no throwing.
But yeah, so if he sees an uptick, you've got a chance that he'll get up to 4. I actually have a 5. I've had 5 in my tier 1, and that includes Joe Burrow.
And this is 4 per passing touchdown.
It still
Doesn't matter?
it doesn't matter to me. No. I think 4 versus 6 passing touchdowns is a bit overrated, personally. But
It matters.
yeah, so I've got Joe Burrow in my. I've got no problem taking any one of these guys. If I
So
was
the
going-
stat I just told you about Lamar Jackson not rushing the ball at all inside the 5 doesn't give you pause about Lamar at 2. It's not so much Lamar at 2. It's about the fact that Josh Allen is a, let's say, late 2nd, early 3rd. Lamar is a mid-3rd. Jaden Daniels is a late 3rd or early 4th. And Jalen Hurts is a mid-4th round pick.
Mhm.
Like, that gap from Lamar to Jalen Hurts and then Joe Burrow's a 4th or 5th rounder. Like, that doesn't give you pause about Lamar Jackson?
No, not really. That's why Joe Burrow's
Because he's
in
Lamar
that tier,
Jackson?
but- Yeah, because he's a very efficient player, both on the ground and through the air.
I'm worried about the upside with Lamar.
I don't
I
know
know.
why you would be worried about the upside. He's already shown that he has tremendous upside.
I know.
You're assuming.
What
that
about Jaden Daniels? So Josh Allen
Okay.
is there. Want to know why Josh Allen's there? And
'Cause
people,
he's a
and Erica,
bulldozer?
my wife always asks me why is Josh Allen over Lamar? Because Josh Allen's never missed a game, right?
He's a
Lamar
bulldozer.
Jackson gets hurt. Josh Allen is.
He gets the poops.
Lamar has more upside in terms of we've seen his fantasy points when he goes off is more than Josh Allen. Josh Allen is always steady top 3 no matter what because he never gets hurt, right? Jaden Daniels though is a question mark because we're going off 1 year. We saw with C.J. Stroud. I'm not saying he's C.J. Stroud.
Right.
I'm saying is there a world where Jaden Daniels isn't as good as what we've seen?
Of course, there's a world where he takes a step back. There's also a world where where this is a new normal for guys like Terry McLaurin and Brian Robinson and Jane Daniels, and he's actually better than what we thought. Every year we get surprised with something. Right. People are concerned. Well, we all had concerns.
Jane Daniels coming out.
I did. But
I love Bo Nix.
I'll be the first to admit that I had concerns about his long-term durability in the NFL. I think he shattered any semblance.
He doesn't get hit though. Same with Lamar. They don't get hit.
That's what I was worried about, and he's proven that he can avoid those big hits. So for me, Jay Daniels very much belongs at. If you want to get into micro tiers, it's Lamar and Josh Allen, Lamar, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, and Joe Burrow for me.
The worry with Daniels that I'm going to debunk here is, okay, his passing efficiency was unreal last year, which none of us saw. Even you didn't see that, right? With the weapons they had, with the Commanders.
Vegas didn't see it because they had
no one saw it.
5.5 win total last year. They won 11 games.
But I feel like he's fantasy proof because if he takes a step back passing, he's gonna take a step forward rushing.
Exactly. People say like
instead of 700 yards, he's gonna have 800 yards.
People have a misconception about pocket passers having this incredible floor, but it's not that. If you get 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, it's a bad outing for a pocket passer.
Yeah. Well,
whereas you get 60 yards rushing, that's a touchdown right there. 40 yards rushing is a passing touchdown.
What do you think about Jalen Hurts?
I like Jalen Hurts. He's got a really good floor. He's got a very solid floor.
Sorry to interrupt you.
I would take Joe Burrow
15 beers. So.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a lot. 14.
Yeah, you're working on it.
Jalen Hurts, with the efficiency last year, which is good, no volume.
Right.
Quarterback 6. Okay. Now, he had a lot of rushing touchdowns because Saquon got tackled in the 2 a lot. I don't think the tush push is changing. Because maybe they scale it back a bit because they're going to be so dominant that they don't need to try to win every game like that, and why put them at risk?
Right.
But I feel like the passing volume is going to go up 25% this year, which wouldn't even be that much. It wouldn't actually be that much.
25% wouldn't be that much.
That would be getting. Let me put it this like this. Okay. They'd be them going from 32nd, right, which they were 32nd, to 25th.
Yeah. Okay. That's crazy when you think about it.
Think about that.
Think about how good this team was that they were just dominating you on the ground in the first half.
I made those numbers up, but let's say it's 24.
I think they were 30th or 31st in pass rate over expected last year. So yes, very well.
But if they go to 23rd, is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then where does Jalen Hurts
Especially
go? With the weapons he has, what is that weapon? And if Saquon gets hurt, whichever one, all these fantasy analysts are fading Saquon because he's going to get hurt.
I don't know about that. I don't think people are fading Saquon.
Oh, they're definitely fading him. Where have you been?
Okay.
He's nobody's.
I think he will take a step back in terms of overall production. It's pretty well known that running backs that get X many touches.
You think it's crazy to take Jalen Hurts over Jaden Daniels?
No, I don't think so.
Over Lamar Jackson?
Yes, I do think so.
Okay.
Because even with the 15 push touchdowns, you still don't have the upside that Lamar Jackson has with Jalen Hurts.
No, you don't. He's a playmaker, and Jalen Hurts is not a playmaker.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to go to the next tier, which isn't your tier, but the actual ECR tier. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Baker Mayfield, small tier. You have Joe Burrow in the first tier. Mm-hmm. I like him here just based on everything has to go right, which it will, but it has to go right for him to compete with the rushers. Even though he has 350 and 4 rushing touchdown upside, which is actually pretty good. But that's his upside as a rusher. And Mahomes, I like him at 6. Do you like him at 6?
Yeah, no, I got him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do you think you have Bo Nix ahead of Patrick Mahomes?
I do.
Fuck you.
What?
You don't think there's any world Patrick Mahomes just comes out and... Oh, one more Jalen Hurts thought, though. Sorry, I'm kind of scatterbraining it. All the hate, you see the rankings they had, the quarterbacks that came out, that Jalen Hurts was 9th in the GMs. It was a GMs poll they had.
Most GMs are stupid.
Regardless, and Sirianni came out and was pissed.
Good for him.
Well, of course he should, because I have been the biggest Jalen Hurts hater, right? I said I think Justin Fields is a better player. I still think that.
I don't know about that.
Well, I know it's not good fucking. It did not age well. I'm saying is that regardless of that, Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls, won by a landslide, and probably should have won the other one.
Right, yeah.
He got hurt the other year. He's a team guy. I like Jalen Hurts as a person. I think he's a solid quarterback. I don't think he's a good passer. I think he's got everything handed to him in terms of O-line, weapons, etc. Justin Fields has none of that. But the disrespect. You remember what happened with Randy Moss and fucking Tom Brady? With the Deflategate?
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying,
41
there's a
touchdowns
world
for Brady
where Nick
and
Sirianni up 31 to fucking 14 in some of these games says, fuck it, I'm play actioning it and throwing it deep to A.J. Brown.
I mean, they basically did that in the Super Bowl.
Right. But I'm saying, you think there's a world in the regular season. That's the one upside for Jalen Hurts, I'll say, is that the coach is pissed.
Dude,
they won a Super Bowl and they're getting disrespected. I like the disrespect angle from elite teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you.
And the Patrick Mahomes thing is the same thing. You're disrespecting him? Yeah, he lost Super Bowl. Dude, he's been awful. He's also had no weapons. No, he still has Andy Reid.
And he's going to continue to have no weapons.
He has weapons.
Okay.
Hollywood Brown's there this year.
Yes.
Okay.
Rice is getting suspended.
Whatever. He'll be
Hollywood
back.
Brown is trash. Okay. What else? You got an aging Travis Kelce. You got a
Xavier Worthy.
dollar
second
store
year.
Travis Kelce and Noah
Second year
Gray.
Xavier Worthy.
So what? You got an end around guy. A
All right, so you like Isaiah Pacheco then?
Yeah, I do like Isaiah Pacheco.
No, you don't. You didn't like him in the previous episode.
I don't like drafting anybody from that team. Like,
All right.
We talked about this last year. They're going to do exactly what they need to do.
You want Baker
Andy
Mayfield
Reid-
over Mahomes.
Yes.
Their defense is not going to be that good again.
Whose?
Chiefs.
It'll be good enough.
All right. I think they're going to be struggling this year.
What's more likely, that Patrick Mahomes gets back to his 40 touchdown ways, or the Chiefs know exactly how they need to win in this division, and they do exactly the same thing
The
that they
division
did
is
to get them to 3
way
Super Bowls?
tougher. You like Bo Nix this year, right?
Yeah, I do.
So you like Denver.
Yeah.
They have the best defense in the league.
Okay.
The
Great.
Chargers have.
So that's gonna. So you're saying the argument
play
for
that,
Patrick
right?
Mahomes being better is
Hold
playing
on,
against better defenses?
hold on.
Okay.
The Chargers. You like the Chargers this year, right?
Not really.
Really?
No.
Well, they have to
Look
go
where
against them.
look where I got Justin Herbert.
Well, that's a fantasy thing, but like the Chargers are gonna be good this year.
Yeah.
This is not going to be easy for them. They're
They
going to
also
have
have
to
a pretty
win
good
games.
defense.
They're going to have to win games.
This division is going to be more lower scoring than people
Okay,
think.
and then Baker Mayfield is 7. So
Yeah.
you have Baker in this tier?
I should have split it up, and tier 2 should.
See, I didn't do my tiers, but I know where my tiers are.
My tier 2 should be Baker and Justin Fields, and then split it, and Bo Nix, Patrick Mahomes, Brock
So
Purdy.
you
Kyler
have
Murray, Dak
Baker.
Prescott.
You have Justin Fields at like 6 or 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Yeah. Oh, the
Wand of
Wand of
Trust.
Trust.
You want to touch it? It's clean. So do I. I just have Baker below that.
Okay.
So I have Mahomes at 6, and I have Justin Fields at 7.
I'll get Mayfield at 6, Fields at 7.
Spoiler alert, I have Bo Nix at 16. So,
Okay.
anyways, let's move on.
Okay.
Because we're going to get into these later
Moving
shows.
on.
Bo Nix at 8, Kyler Murray at 9, Justin Fields at 10, Brock Purdy at 11, Caleb Williams at 12, Dak at 13, Herbert at 14, and Jared Goff at 15. They have a giant tier here.
Yeah.
Bo Nix to Jared Goff. And everything in between.
So I stick together Bo Nix, Mahomes, Purdy, Kyler Murray, and Dak Prescott because in that tier, that Nix to Prescott, I can take any one of those guys. They're all interchangeable to me. I don't care which one I get. Just give me the last one going.
So you like Bo Nix, Fields.
No, I like Fields and Mayfield slightly above. They're
Well, Mayfield's already in the upper.
Yeah.
So you like Bo
in
Nix.
fact, I'm going to change it.
So you like Bo Nix, Fields, and Dak in above all these other guys.
Bo Nix, Fields, and Dak. No, Dak's at the bottom rankings, but
Purdy?
again, Purdy's
And Kyler.
right in the middle of that. So it goes Bo Nix, Mahomes, Purdy, Kyler, Dak. But I'll be just as happy with Dak as I would be with Bo Nix because they're interchangeable to me. All 5 of those guys.
Yeah, it's a big tier. And for me, Bo Nix isn't in this tier. And I feel
Yeah,
like
he's
Justin
below for you,
Herbert
right?
is not in this tier.
He's not in the tier for me either.
So
I-
and Goff is like teetering because the statue thing. He's a statue.
He's in the next tier for me as well.
Like I would rather have, not to go in the next tier too much, but I'd rather have Drake May over a lot of these guys.
Drake May's the top of my next tier.
And I don't want him as my starter, but I want Drake May over Bo Nix all day long every day.
I would definitely take Bo Nix over Drake May, but I can see the argument for taking Drake May.
Bo Nix, they have the best defense, and they have no weapons.
Cortland Sutton. Marvin Mims.
Let them know.
Yeah.
I guess for fantasy is different than real life.
Yeah, but Bo Nix has shown I mean, they had the best defense last year and no weapons, and Bo Nix was a very solid fantasy.
So where do you have Kyler? He's at 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Label
8,
it
9,
with
10,
numbers
11.
next time.
Yeah, 11.
So you have him higher.
Yeah. But again, that tier 5, like, I don't care which one I get.
You have Caleb at 11.
No, Caleb is all the
I'm
way down.
talking about Caleb. Who are you talking
Oh,
about?
Caleb. I thought you said Kyler.
No.
Caleb is down at, let's see. 11,
Kyler's
12,
at
13,
9.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
And you have Kyler at 11.
11, yeah.
And you have Caleb at
18.
18?
Yeah.
So you have Caleb where I have Bo Nix.
You have, yes. Where do you have Caleb? Caleb.
I don't have my rankings up, but I have Caleb at like 11 or 10.
So he would be in that tier up there with Kyler Murray and Dak Prescott for you.
Yeah, like I'd probably want Purdy over Caleb. Just it depends on the team, right?
Right.
Like, but I want like Purdy's schedule's awesome. Like the system's awesome. I know what like Brock Purdy scrambles a little bit. Caleb's rushing upside is super underrated, dude. Like, I'll put it this way. You know that Bryce Young had 5 rushing touchdowns in that stretch last year when he came back?
Yes, I did know that.
You know how many Caleb had all year?
2.
0.
Okay.
Caleb had 0 rushing touchdowns. You think that's possible? Again?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think this team's going to be very good.
Oh.
There's a really bad offensive line still. I know they made some improvements on the offensive line.
Were the Panthers good last year with Bryce Young?
We have a
were the Panthers good last year with Bryce Young?
No, what did they win? 5 games total?
So they won like 3 out of fucking 9 with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was good though for fantasy.
Right.
Who's the better player?
I mean,
Bryce Young or Caleb Williams?
Kind of. Where was he in that stretch? Where was he in
top
fantasy?
6 quarterback?
Was anybody starting Bryce Young?
Yeah, he was top.
No,
they weren't, but he was
no
the top 6
way.
quarterback.
No, he was no.
Dude, he had 5 rushing touchdowns.
No way. He had probably like 98 passing yards.
No, dude, he was good.
I get that he had a nice little stretch there, but there's
he was top 6 the last fucking 8
Can
weeks.
Caleb Williams be top 6 for a 4-game stretch? Sure. Is he going to be top 12 this season? Absolutely not. We got
Who's the better player, Bryce Young or Caleb?
Caleb Williams.
By a mile? Are you serious?
It pains me to say it.
Okay, Bryce Young did that with a bad situation.
Yeah.
You're saying this is a bad situation for Caleb?
I'm saying what changed between last year and this year for Caleb Williams? They added
offensive line.
What? So they go from like the 24th ranked offensive line
14th.
Okay.
Rome Odunze second year.
I don't care about that.
DJ Moore not pouting.
What makes you think he's not going to pout?
Ben Johnson.
So what? We have an unproven head coach.
All right, man. So Ben Johnson just sucks in your mind.
I don't think he sucks, but I think we're giving this guy way too much credit for something that Dan Campbell had going already.
Dan Campbell's a coach, not a coordinator, bro.
Yeah, so what?
Dude.
So a few gadget plays.
I love Dan Campbell. He's a leader of men. Ben Johnson, I don't know about his head coach abilities.
It's the problem.
I know about his offensive coordinating abilities.
Okay. And you're still dealing with a guy, Caleb Williams, who when the slightest hint of pressure comes, he folds like a cheap suit.
What I love about the Caleb thing is you're not paying a premium price, right? All these guys in this range, Kyler, Purdy, Fields. Well, Fields for us should be gone way earlier because we're going to take him.
Yeah.
Caleb, Dak's more of a floor play, but there's no investment. It's not a risk if you take Caleb, because what is Caleb's downside this year?
Where did he end up last year?
I don't know.
That's his downside.
It's going to be as bad as last year with 0 rushing touchdowns but 480 yards rushing?
It's very possible.
Bro. Okay. So his downside is, we're going to say 16. What do you think? 16, 18?
Is there not a possibility that Caleb Williams is just a bust? That he was overhyped coming out of USC and he's overdrafted and he's just a bust?
There is.
Yeah.
I'm a Justin Fields guy.
If there's even a 1% chance that he's a bust, I'm off of this completely.
1%?
I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want my heart broken.
What is his downside?
It's literally what it was last year.
18.
Okay.
You're saying it's 18.
That's where I got him ranked? 18.
Okay, that's his downside.
Yeah.
So you're ranking him at his downside.
Right, because there's no reason to take him when I can get
What's his upside? You can't get Justin
Maybe
Fields because
12.
if you're in a league with me, I'm taking Justin Fields at quarterback 9.
Maybe
dude.
12. But if you're gonna wait to take Caleb, you might as well wait and take like.
So you're
Trevor
saying
Lawrence.
Bo Nix is a higher upside than Caleb Williams?
Oh yeah.
Dude, he has no weapons. They have an elite defense.
Bo Nix
Are you
showed that
fucking
he
crazy?
could do it already.
Not really, dude. Why? Because they went to the playoffs?
Because he actually looked good and a competent NFL quarterback, and he was a solid fantasy contributor. How many times did you start Caleb Williams last year in
It
fantasy?
doesn't matter. You're crazy. You're
Okay.
crazy. All right, that's a lot of Caleb Williams talk. Brock Purdy, 11. What do you think?
I like it.
What do you have?
I've got him sitting at 10, so right there. Yeah, he's right in the middle of that tier 3 for me. Where do you got him?
I don't have mine, but it's right around there.
Okay.
I'm at cost, I think. Bo Nix is really low at cost. Dak Prescott, you have pretty high. I do as well.
Well, I mean, define high. I've got him at 12.
Yeah, it's probably right around there.
They're going to have a
Right.
bad defense this year.
Yes. it's
And
Dak
they
Prescott.
added George Pickens. So, remember, Dak Prescott, when he's on the field, he's still a pretty decent quarterback.
And I think, man, the rushing thing, the 6 rushing touchdowns he had the first 3 years, remember those days of just like awesome, just like penciled in
Yeah.
for 300 yard rushing and somehow 6 rushing touchdowns is gone. I feel like he's not Jared Goff. If that makes sense. Dak
Like
Prescott could have 180 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It's not great. But I'm saying like he is not the statue-esque like. He's not in the. There's only one guy in that.
We're never getting rookie year Dak back.
No.
That's just Dak back. That's just
he
the
could
state of it.
offer a little something
But
on
I
the
think
ground.
I have real concerns about the offensive line. But I think the combination of the defense going to be much worse this year, and the addition of George Pickens, and of course CeeDee Lamb being there, gives you a chance. Like at quarterback 12, I'll take a shot on Dak there.
We had a big conversation about Caleb there. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, next tier, 16 through 22. Drake May, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, C.J. Stroud, J.J. McCarthy, Matt Stafford, and Tua Tagovailoa.
Say that. Go real quick.
Drake May,
Okay.
Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, C.J. Stroud, J.J. McCarthy's at 20, Stafford, and Tua at 22.
Okay. So Tua's the only one that I don't have in that tier. I got a big tier 4.
Do you like J.J. McCarthy?
I do. I got him at 16.
Okay. Do you like Drake May?
I do. I have him at 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you want Drake May over Caleb?
Oh yeah.
You want everyone over Caleb, I guess.
No, I mean, Matthew Stafford on
Jordan
down.
Love or
I don't.
Caleb?
Jordan Love. I got Jordan Love at 15.
Trevor Lawrence.
Don't forget how good that Packers.
Trevor Lawrence or Caleb?
They're right there, 17, 18, man.
Yep.
Trevor Lawrence is at 17.
Oh
Caleb
my!
is
You
at-
hate Trevor Lawrence,
I
though.
do hate Trevor Lawrence.
Wow. So you have a new hate.
I would say so. Listen, I don't need another diva in this league.
Where do you have C.J. Stroud?
21.
So you're
Zero,
behind
zero
consensus.
reason to take C.J. Stroud in the redraft this year.
I get it.
Yeah.
And you have McCarthy at
16.
okay.
I like that system, and I love him being attached to Justin Jefferson
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Jordan
good
Addison for
system.
14 out of 17 games.
And Justin Herbert is
20.
I'm right there with you on Herbert.
Where do they have him?
14.
14. Yeah, that's too high.
So it's like they have him ahead of Goff, May, Love, Lawrence.
I don't get that.
At this point, like this is why the Trevor Lawrence pick is nice because Trevor Lawrence is either going to be great, relative term,
Relative.
or awful, and done. Right?
These awful. These are. I've got no problem cutting anybody in this tier. Listen,
Right.
if Drake May doesn't pan out,
Or like
I mean, it
C.J.
sucks,
Stroud is
but-
just going to give you 240 and 2 every week. Where like
nothing
Trevor
on the,
Lawrence,
nothing on the ground.
I think he could offer more, but I'm
But
saying
Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence.
Lawrence has more upside, and McCarthy has the unknown. He's the mystery box. Stafford and Tua, the bottom of the tier, have no rushing at all. They don't allow Tua to run, and
Yeah.
Matt Stafford's too old.
Well, that's a
So-
good thing. Yeah, Stafford. I mean, his rushing props are going to be over under a yard or a half a yard
Per game.
Per game.
Yeah, his season. I wonder what his season long prop is.
12.
Like no,
No,
it's probably
it's
something
probably
like
like
35.
35, yeah.
It's really bad, dude.
But I dropped
Yeah.
Tua down to tier 5 for me. I don't
You think
think.
there's any chance that Tua just like makes us eat it again though? Like,
No, I don't.
well, you're on
The
Dolphins,
way
so.
that they are going to play this team, protecting Tua means that there's just no. I think Tyreek Hill is pretty much dust at this point, and
Dust.
Jalen Waddle can't stay on the field.
Tyreek Hill's not
It's
dust.
all going through HN this year.
He's not dust.
We'll see what happens.
Dust?
Yeah. We'll see what
That's
happens.
for certain players, not Tyreek.
All right, fine. He is
A knucklehead, uninterested, dust.
unlikely to.
Do you think he's not fast anymore?
I don't think he's unlikely to exceed expectations.
Do you ever think Tyreek Hill was a good receiver?
Of course.
No, like a good receiver. Like Antonio Brown was
Oh.
a good receiver, right? You ever think Tyreek Hill was actually a good receiver? No, I think he was just like really, really fast and put in good situations.
I don't know. I think he was a good receiver for a couple of years.
Like
Now-
technically a good receiver.
I mean, there's a certain amount of skill involved in getting downfield super fast.
No, there's not, dude. I'm just saying Tyreek Hill's not a guy like he's dust when he can't
Well,
run.
all right.
anymore.
Where would you draft to him?
No, I hate Tua.
Okay, well.
That's it. I'm saying there's a world where I feel like our Tua rank is insane.
I don't see that biting me. I just don't.
Because like the Dolphins were the number 2 offense in the league 2 years ago.
I've got to a 23, and if because it's
Because
not
why? What's changed?
people have figured out Mike McDaniel.
Yes, I understand that. But
Yeah.
in terms of like schematically, which they need to change.
Hill's
but, like,
older. Waddle
terms
keeps
of-
getting hurt.
The personnel in Miami, what's
Right.
changed?
That
Nothing.
older.
Okay, well,
Like people age. That's the biggest problem here.
they're not that old.
So they've replaced zero skill position players, and they shipped off Jonnu Smith.
Johnny Smith was a fucking. I love Johnny Smith.
Exactly.
Can't make you know I love Johnny Smith. That's a checked out merchant.
They
Get the hell out of here.
They shoved him off.
No. It's a scheme thing, and the defense is adjusted. You don't think that they could adjust back?
No,
No way.
I don't think Mike McDaniel's smart enough.
Okay, well, he was all the noise for a couple years.
Great.
But you also hate coaches, so what am I fucking asking you about coaches, dude? They're always going to be negative.
Not
All
always.
right.
I like Andy Reid.
Next tier, Superflex.
I like next
talk.
year. Okay.
Bryce Young is 23. We'll do 23 to 30. Bryce Young, Michael Penix Jr., Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, Cam Ward, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Richardson. Okay, the bottom guys, let's just not even talk about
Yeah,
them.
Rodgers, Richardson, and Wilson are not even draftable.
Bryce Young has the lowest props in Vegas. Like second lowest yard total besides Fields, which
Okay.
is bad. And
I don't see a reason to really take
What
anybody
about
in this
Penix?
tier. He's at 24 for me.
he's at 24.
He looked good in limited action last year, but
Super flex. Penix or Geno Smith?
Geno Smith.
Safer. Penix upside,
Definitely
right?
safer, yeah. Penix, upside, yeah.
Tua or Geno Smith?
Geno Smith.
Whoa. Where do you have Tua? 35? You have him outside the starting quarterback
I
line?
got Tua at 23 and Geno Smith at 25, but I should flip those.
Hmm?
I got Tua at 23 and Geno at 25, but I should flip those.
That's talking out.
Yeah.
That's why we talk it out, right?
Yeah, I gotta flip those right now.
Jesus. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Jesus, this is bad. All right, let's read a couple questions here, and we're out. So, this is all I have. We don't have any other.
No, I think we wore them out.
That's it. What the hell, man? No questions?
Tua down here.
I have a 6-inch dong. And
Round.
No, it's just 6 inches. It's plenty. That's
Okay.
about it. Any last thoughts on the quarterbacks besides your fucking hate?
No, I mean, I'm fine with tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and anyone in tier 4. If you're not going to take one of the big guys, it's a lot easier just to wait and get somebody in tier 4. The tier 5 and below, your Bryce Youngs.
This is a superflex conversation.
Right. There's
so.
there's literally no need for you to take any of those guys. If you're looking for superflex, I got Bryce Young at the top of that tier, but I'm also fine with Cam Ward or Geno Smith there. Everybody else, Aaron Rodgers and below, your Wilsons, your Anthony Richardsons, your Flaccos, your Darts, your Milrose, forget it. I wouldn't even bother. Is there anybody like you would take that's in that like last tier, that 20